Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Break the Press. And it's been a fantastic week for me. A lovely day for some other people as well. And before we start the show, of course, as always, I'll introduce my co-hosts. So we have Martin, we have Kai, we have Ethan, we have Miles, and we have Thomas. Oh, that's the wrong 5. Sorry. So we got Yusuf, sitting on my left, my esteemed co-captain of the day. We got Abdul, and we got Dean. So without further ado, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Abid?
And wow, okay. I think let's just be serious because something really devastating happened over the weekend. Something that I think we really need to talk about. Something that I don't think any of us want to see. Maybe if you're a sad man out there. Let's talk about the massacre that happened over on Sunday. Arsenal 5, Manchester City 1. You can start.
I don't need to start. You guys want? You can start.
No, let's start.
Why don't you start?
Start.
What did you predict? 3-1?
No,
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
Look, alright, we'll go for the game, alright? I mean, look.
Oh, we shall.
We shall indeed.
We shall.
And of course, the game started. I started against Chelsea. A mistake early on in the game. Set off for the game. I mean, look, Akanji makes a mistake minute 1, and it's just normal now. I mean, we look so, what's the word? With no confidence. We lack confidence in our play now. Everyone's scared to play one pass, and we make the mistake of minute 1, and you know, it will start in the lineup as well. I think that we set up wrong, but we'll get to that as well. But yeah, I mean, talk about the goal first. I mean, it's just an early mistake, very similar to the Chelsea one. I mean, what was your reaction to that mistake as well?
It was so early on, I was just getting comfortable, you know what I mean? I was just like, let's go, and it just came out of nowhere, and you know what I mean? It was a great start for us, and we showed you what happens when you go against teams like Man City. You're in terrible form, but once you smell blood, you need to go for the kill. That's what we did. We scored 1, and we kept up the pressure. Yeah. And in terms of our game plan, we didn't chuck our game plan out the window. I don't know what game plan Chelsea had. I'm not in the dressing room, right? But after 1-0, yeah, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to, and then you had the chance to go 2-0. You have to put a foothold in the game. Once we went 1-0 against them, we didn't panic. We stuck to our plan, which was, if you saw, we allowed them to have the ball. We stuck in our 4-4-2 kind of formation, but usually what we do is Odegaard and Havertz, they'll run at the centre backs and we'll go and try and press high. We did that to some extent, but at first I was quite surprised. I was like, oh, we're letting them have the ball. But again, you guys don't see him yourselves at the minute, and again, like with Husanov, who had a very bad start, Chelsea allowed him to get back into the game, allowed him to get his confidence. You know, Jackson gave him a tap, whatnot, his contract or whatever. But we recognise that Akanji he's not going to be effective on the ball. So every time Akanji had the ball, no one went to him. We weren't pressing him. Mm-hmm. That was impressive to me. That showed, all right, cool, 1-0, but this is a big game. And we should, at the Etihad, we drew 2-2, and, you know, we should have won the game. But we stayed to our game plan. We didn't crumble under pressure. And we had the mentality that we were going to beat Man City. And that went ahead when we went 1-1, yep. Obviously, on that right-hand side, where again, pretty much the whole game they were ineffective. It was just that one moment where Trossard just left his runner. He just stood in open space, not marking anyone, which then allowed a good cross to be put in. Saliba, I don't know what he's doing. It's not really good. And that's the one thing about Saliba that I will say, for as incredible as he is, his aerial ability is his weak point. I think that's his greatest weak point. I think everything else in terms of a footballer he excels in is his aerial ability. Haaland header, you're not going to bet against him. But then after that, you know, we started to get our act together defensively. Straight in, we went and we got 2-1. You could see we had the mentality, we are not going to lose, we're not going to draw. I don't care if you're Man City, we're not going to draw. This, again, I know it was last game and it's the last episode, but it's this with Chelsea. You say, I'm just going to mention it, I think it deserves a mention. you're saying, I remember in when we used to do the pod at my house, you were saying that it's your inability to beat the top 6 sides, which is why you're not a title challenger or top 4 challenger. This is why though. This is why I was impressed with my team, because of all the drama and all the negativity and all of that stuff. The fact that we went 1-1 down against our enemy, who has beaten us 15 times in a row, except obviously for the last few games being an exception. I could see in my team we were not going to lose that game. Even if we went down to 10 men, I believe we would have won that game. But yeah, going back to the game, 2-1, big deflection, of course. But then Stones, I think he was terrible. I think he had a hand in all the goals. And then...
I mean, one thing I want to mention on that period, because we kind of brushed over it, because that period from when we scored off, from when you guys scored your first goal and we scored our goal at the 55th minute, I think was, I mean, people have been critical of Arsenal in that point because you guys kind of dropped off, and I mean, the stats proved it as well that you guys, in that period from the 3rd minute, where you guys scored, to the 55th minute, we had more of the ball, we had the most shots on target, we had...
But that was the game plan.
Thing. And of course, I'm not saying I'm critical, I'm saying other people were critical. I'm saying that, of course, people said that you dropped off, which you did. You kind of played, not too defensive, but you kind of let us have the ball, which is kind of... What's the word? Like, normally, I mean, you remember we were critical of Chelsea saying that after some mistake, they didn't go press them or whatever. I mean, you guys kind of did, no, a similar thing to Chelsea, but you kind of just dropped off, but played with not too high of a press, if you know what I mean. We kind of had us the ball. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
No, you're right about statistically, and yeah, we were passive in a way. You're right. Everything
there's a purpose behind it.
Yeah, everything you said was right. Okay, but my point of it is, I wasn't scared. I wasn't uncomfortable because I realized the patterns. Akanji gets the ball, ineffective. Matheus Nunes, who's hugging the right side, I know he's not doing anything with that ball. Every time he gets the ball, he passes it away. So our structure stopped City from
100%.
playing in the middle.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared at all. And yeah, you're right, we were passive, but that's how we've been playing a lot of this season. Where
Yeah, that's true.
and you're right, the goal did allow us to,
It kind of gave you a wake-up call.
You're right, the goal did.
Because I mean, of course, it came. I mean, we were on top. We were not. I want to say we were top. We were attacking you guys more than you guys were attacking us, right? We were in your half for quite a bit of time, and we had a few half times. Ryan made a crazy save for that corner.
Yep.
I think people undermined the save, saying that that was a very, very good save. Like in real time, that ball came so quick. The header came so quick from Gavardio, and he saved it very quickly. And but what I was gonna say is that, of course, and also, I mean, people are scrutinizing Haaland, rightfully so. I say rightfully so, scrutinizing it. But at the same time, he got that goal through his movement. The cross came in, but he was behind.
You're gonna have to censor a little bit of that. Stay humble, you.
You're gonna hear the beat for that.
Stay humble, you.
Anyway, but what I'm saying is that because he was behind Saliba at that cross, but he was very sharp. He was way sharper than Saliba on that. He literally went around him, not even pushed him, like held him off with his hand and jumped and scored. And that should have been our turning point, because you guys didn't have the you didn't have the momentum, of course, in the game because you were holding him back, of course. So naturally, we would have been a little bit more confident. The game's got, Haaland got the goal back. It looked like we weren't going to score at all, but Haaland got one out of one, like, good cross, right? And of course, for that, the Partey goal, people don't want to mention. People haven't mentioned really already that came straight from a misplaced pass from Phil Foden.
Good assist. I mean,
apparently the referee blocked his pass.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I mean, that's what things said. Gary Neville, whoever said in the country, but it was inside. You could see it. I just think it was just a bad pass, innit? That's how it happens. And I think, but that could have been our turn. But imagine we didn't concede that goal so quickly, because what was it, like a minute after, 2 minutes after?
You're the stiffest side in the Premier League. Seriously.
We'll finish.
Southampton play more fluid football than you lot.
You did it. He's from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And no, listen, look, I disagree with you because look, again, look at the way that one goal was scored. It was Trossard not picking up his guy, which gave you that space in the run, and you crossed it. Your striker, who scored a very good goal and very amazing movement, we don't need to talk about Haaland. I don't need to talk about. He had 4 touches in that half?
In the first half.
Yeah,
he had
something
5,
like
6.
5, 6. And
they had a minute. Look,
even if you scored that goal, how were you gonna attack us?
Yeah, but the thing is that we keep it's about keeping because then now you guys have to come and us, right? Because once we score that goal, you can't play. You're hold up.
If we get another one, we could be back in this game.
Yeah, well, I did think that, of course, but at the same time, but I'm saying that because now you have to. The game opens up for us now. Of course, our first goal was what, a freak mistake, right? A mistake from your good press, and Akanji lose the ball. I mean, on that goal in general, I think Akanji should have way better, because I see people criticizing Stones, if you watch that pass, the pass was good to Akanji. It's that he can't deal with his feet. He had a lot of space. Trossard was far away.
And that was an incredible...
Wait, talking about the first goal?
That was an incredible press
goal?
from Rice.
Yeah.
And Rice did that twice in that game.
Yeah.
And we should... we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the first goal or the second?
No, the first goal.
First goal.
But I'm saying afterwards, Phil Foden comes, makes a mistake, and after a minute, when we're trying to get a foothold in the game, trying to maybe at least get some control in it, because it was very... I mean, of course we had control before, but we weren't in control of the game in general, the score and everything. And we could see the goal, 1 minute, 2 minutes straight after that, our goal. And it gives us no time to even think about how we're going to attack the game, how we're going to do everything. And now you guys are in the front, you got the front foot, you got everything.
Yeah, but look...
And from then on, I mean, it went to what? 3-1 and then another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It just went 4-1, 5-1. I mean, it was too easy for you guys.
No, you're right. But look. Even after we scored 1-0 and maybe towards the end of the half, we had, 40% possession? You said you attacked more. But every time we attacked, it looked like we were going to score.
But that's been a theme of us for... But I think that's perfectly managed by Arteta.
Exactly. So, again, I don't think it would have been a turning point. I think we were going to win that game no matter what happened.
I think it would give us more of a chance. We would have been in the game for a little bit longer.
Nah, I don't think so.
Because after that Partey goal, it felt like we were just dead. Like, we weren't even trying. It was like nothing even happened.
But you can't. Because you can't. We made one mistake. It was one mistake. After that, whatever you guys did... We were able to nullify.
Yeah, 100%. But I feel like we weren't even doing it afterwards. Because I feel like afterwards, like when you got the Partey goal, you guys forgot about that. You know, like not even defensive, like you're kind of not even low block, just like you know what I mean, like passive approach to the game. And you guys went on the front foot. I mean, of course, you guys. Lewis Skelly scores a great goal afterwards. Havertz scores a goal after, and finally, and Ranieri scores the last one.
But look, even if we didn't concede, right, we would have still attacked. Maybe not as much as 1-1. And you're right, it did like kind of spur us on to score more.
Yeah.
But I think if that mistake doesn't happen, we still would have won.
Yeah, that's true. But because it happened and we got the goal from it, I think we could have maybe had a different... It might have been not a different outcome in terms of result. Like you guys might have won or whatever. But I say it would have given us more of a chance. But that Partey, that Foden mistake came so quick.
I think they've done what you've been doing for years, where you pounce on a mistake and you just go full throttle. But this time it was Arsenal doing it to you. And
listen...
Yeah.
I needed a 5-1.
That's your highest score, I guess, isn't it?
I needed that personally. The one team I despised.
I didn't know about scoreline, but I had the feeling they were going to...
The one team I despise in this whole world.
Not Tottenham.
It's not Tottenham. It's not Chelsea. It's not Man United. It's this blue scum over here. Because they're cheating, not cheating. And a 5-1.
Yeah.
I feel like I went to the therapist. Do you know how happy I was?
Both your youngsters scored.
Yes. Yeah. That in my personal life.
And Kai Havertz.
Yes. Yeah. In my personal life, I think that is the greatest win I've ever had.
Really?
I needed that. You used to spank us game after game after game.
You were at
after
my house.
game.
Remember, you were at my house for the treble season once, the 4-1.
And even on games where we played better than Man City, we still lost. The 3-1 game.
Yeah.
We had the
4-1 at the Etihad, the Holland let down.
At that time, we had more possession against the Pep Guardiola team in his career, and we lost 3-1. So the fact that we came at 5-1, and it wasn't working hard, it was easy, and his mentality and everything, and that's
important result.
But see, that is a key thing though as well. Is that in those games, like you mentioned, most of those games we beat you like strong. You guys had more possession, so you had the ball more, But look, in those games, when you guys had the ball, it was like the opposite. How we had the ball, and you guys let us have the ball, and you guys knew that we had no threat. Same thing when you guys played us, you guys had the ball, but our strong defense, with Rodri and everyone in there as well, we kind of held you off. And in those games, it was like a full switch. It was like Ronaldo and that kid, that advert all over again. They did that switch again. And that's all it was.
Yeah.
And one player, I mean, we can go into mentioning a few players and maybe the reasons why we lost the game.
Before we go to players, that's 17 games now unbeaten against the top 6, which is incredible.
You lost to us?
In the league, come on.
Okay.
17 games.
That is crazy.
That's incredible. That's nearly half a season.
That's credit to Arteta. He, in these big games, sometimes, majority of the times, he seems to, pick out the right players, choose the right players and set up in the right way. Maybe it's his type of mentality to these games. And I mean, also have been saying that, in these last few title races, if you guys picked off the small teams and did drop points to like the Evertons last year and stuff like, and Aston Villa last year and stuff like that, you guys might have won the league in those years. So, but one player I want to talk about, I mean, you've of course been raving about, I think England's future left back in the World Cup in 2026.
He's not a left back though.
But he's going to play left back.
He's gonna play left back.
Steve, I mean, is he going to be able to contest in that midfield?
Yeah.
No.
Of course he can.
Yes, he can.
Of course he
I
can.
think he
Really?
can. Yeah.
Let's
the
not.
Rice,
Let's.
Bellingham,
all
let's.
those players.
Okay, Rice, Bellingham. Who else?
No, but
Who do we play in the Euros in that midfield, please?
but
Rice,
Lewis
Bellingham,
Skelly's not
maybe.
going to play as the
and
six.
how good was that midfield? How?
Got to the final.
Okay, come on. I'm asking.
but-
I'm not asking about the team.
just
I'm asking about the
this is
midfield.
actually a very important point that the Arsenal have been saying that he should be playing on England midfield. I think that he should make that left back his own spot. Do you not think? Yeah, because England.
It depends how you play the left back. If you play it,
Listen,
if you play the same as how Arsenal
And
play
he's
their left back,
performing-
then it
and
would
he's
work.
that guy.
We need like that guy. That
Okay,
person.
okay.
So we never know what
Let's go,
formation
let's go,
Tuchel's
let's
going to
go.
play either. That's the thing.
Listen. No,
No, because what I'm saying is that England need a left back. Who we've been relying on?
Yeah, but we don't know
Luke
what
Shaw or Luke
formation
Shaw?
Tuchel's going. He could play 3 at the back, Tuchel.
Listen.
Do you
don't know what
think
he's
they
gonna
can
play.
left wing back?
Listen.
No, that's what I say. Play him in midfield.
Listen. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used this player other than Phil Foden.
What?
Actually, that guy's generational. Miles Lewis is generational.
You said Foden generation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back in the day I did.
It
Yeah.
was.
I haven't saw the light.
I used to-
haven't saw the light.
I used to say back in the day, it wouldn't be Haaland versus Mbappe. It would be Haaland versus Foden versus. And this is why I'm so against him. It's not even a gender. I used to love the kid.
Yeah, I remember he was raving about him when he did that assist in the Atletico Madrid game.
Yeah, and this is why. But look, that guy's generational.
Mm.
I said it from game one, and I didn't watch him when he was 8 years old, 15 years old, 14 years old. A bit dodgy. That.
Cobham's finest.
But no, that's just dumb anyway. But listen,
You sure?
from game one, I saw this guy he ain't a stopgap. He ain't even a good academy player. He ain't even like an amazing academy player. This
Elite
guy
talent.
has incredible talent. Incredible talent. He's coming for what, 7, 8 games? 8 out of 10 minimum.
Yeah.
He didn't get dribbled past once in the
What
season.
about the Wolves game? What rating did you give him then?
Again, you're 10.
For getting a red card?
For getting a red
That was
card,
very smart,
saying
that's the
screw
point.
you to PGMO, coming back. Look, if that red card, if that disgusting decision went through, he wouldn't be on that pitch making that performance and scoring that goal and having his names. They could have robbed that from us. But I'm going to talk about him for a second, yeah? Incredible. Look, people think, you can just put him left back and this and that. You can do a job there. You can. But the fact that he's been an 8 out of 10 there, and we haven't seen him in midfield, but we can tell he's going to be that. This guy has limitless
You
potential.
really think so? But I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans
No.
say that he should be a midfielder. But
He should be.
you really think
He
so?
should be.
No, but
I think I feel like
Him in that
he
8
looks-
box to box would
No,
be
but
crazy.
he looks so.
He'll be
no, but
so
his
crazy.
presence. Look. We said this before. You said it last week. How we were saying that he's like a beefy, way more technical Zinchenko, right? He can play and he can come inside and
And Zinchenko can play midfield.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying is that. Do you not think that his presence, his availability, the way he played in that game, if you talk that game specifically, the way he nullified Matheus Nunes, the way he nullified Phil Foden, the way he nullified anyone else that came on
Haaland
his
as well
side.
when he pushed him away.
Exactly. That was that chance where the ball came back post and he kind of like shielded it off him. A guy of that stature to go against a 6'5" Erling Haaland, however tall he is, right? And now, and his one-on-one capabilities at left back aren't that bad. They're not even bad at all. They're very good.
He
And-
doesn't get dribbled past.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Kulusevski didn't get dribbled past.
That's what
Brennan
I'm saying.
Johnson.
So
Same
why
with-
not left back?
So why not left back? That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say you can't play left back.
But do you think that's his long-term position? Some
He's-
people say that it's not.
He will
No,
make that
his
his
future is midfield.
Exactly.
Oh.
And
Exactly.
listen. Rice, Bellingham, MLS. What monster midfield is that? That's a midfield that does anything.
But should
They
he be
didn't do
playing?
anything.
But should he be playing there if he's not playing there for Arsenal? Like if let's say till the 2026 World, he just is your stalwart left back.
No, I think he's going to be left back for maybe a year or two more. But this is good. The way he's getting developed like this is incredible. He's getting taught the defensive side of the game. And look at where he was in the Man City goal. He's in their box, 6-yard
Yeah.
box. He's allowed to turn and shoot. He's getting taught the fundamentals of
Very
of
similar
defending.
to how Saka came through as well. You
Yeah.
know, starting off at left back and
Yeah.
then transition to his actual position for
Yeah,
the.
And look, and I said it a few episodes before as well. He's got that personality that you either have or you don't. And all the best players in the world are arrogant. They're arrogant. They think they're the best on the pitch.
So what's the issue with Haaland then?
What do
Haaland.
you mean? What's my issue with Haaland?
You said the best players are arrogant. So what's the
He-
issue
he's
with him?
arrogant.
Arrogant is the reason why.
No, but what's the issue with him then?
What
If
do you
he's
mean?
arrogant.
My issue with him is that when he said the be humble thing to Arteta, what did Arteta do that game? What it doesn't make it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
And you're going for an 18-year-old. That's not arrogance. That's just being a div. Why are you going for an 18-year-old? And then Gabriel Jesus, which was his former teammate and ex-Man City player,
No, not
he
teammate.
calls him an effing clown. Not teammate, you know what I mean? But he's a Man City ex-player.
Yeah.
They call him an effing clown. Is that arrogance? Anyway, I'm just going to finish on my Lewis Skelly. He's got the physical capabilities. He's got the personality. He's got the energy. He's got the drive. He's got the technical ability. He can pop up in all phases of play. He can hold off anyone. You know when he was in the ball and he held off Matthias Nunes, whoever, and then he went against Haaland and he held him off as well. Bro, I haven't seen him get pushed off the ball, like on the ball. Maybe off the ball, you can say. On the ball, he doesn't get pushed off. This guy is crazy talented. And it's not a normal thing, by the way, that Thomas Tuchel is calling him and looking at him right now. You can say England's devoid of left-backs, but you're telling me there's no left-back in the country. You're telling me there's no left-back in the 2 leagues of English football or Europe or abroad that haven't been looked at. This is an 18-year-old and people are talking about him. Get him on the World Cup 2026. This is how we used to talk about Jude Bellingham when he was younger.
Yeah.
We didn't used to say, oh, he's going to play in England midfield now. We said he's starting at the World Cup.
He went to. He didn't go to Russia. He went to
Euros
2021.
yeah.
When he was he still at? No, he wasn't at Birmingham.
He was at Dortmund.
Yeah, he was at Dortmund.
But that was the first year he transferred, to Dortmund that year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So people didn't really get to see him, but we still called for him to be in that tournament. And I think that's the same for Lewis Skelly. I mean, maybe the shout as well for Wayne Rooney if you want to talk about him as well.
Let me just finish on MLS.
Oh,
just listen. This is my favorite player in world football. He's my favorite player in world football. He's my favorite player in world. The Haaland celebration. Do you know the cojones that you have to do that? That's incredible. Because that could go left. That could start a fight against the City players, whatever. Again, you see elite players do this. You see elite players other than Neil Maupay, but he's an elite
Jamie Vardy?
wind up.
Yeah.
You see them copying. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna. Oh my god, incredible.
And what were your thoughts on that as well? As in like how the Arsenal, of course we saw Gabriel in the first minute screaming at Haaland. Of course,
good.
A lot of people. I'm saying like a lot of pundits and ex-players were all very critical of that. And in my opinion, I'm a safe fan. I don't really. I think that's. I love that part of the game.
I love
that's
it.
I think that because
Mm-hmm.
let's say if living I don't know who was it against PSG when PSG did remember when Haaland was playing for Dortmund and he did the celebration and then PSG in the return leg beat them and the whole squad was doing the Haaland celebration. That's cool, you know what I mean? Haaland's celebrating on you. If you want to do the celebration back, that's fine. I don't really mind it.
Listen, Sky Sports is the cesspit of football. I hate Sky Sports. Disgusting. You'll never see my money. I'm not going to say anymore before I get in prison for fine.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say anything. But look, you know football back then, you know how a lot of players had less goals and stuff, but they were seen as world-class players. It's because they have personality on the pitch, and personality makes football matches. You know what, if you talk to an old head about football, they'll tell you how special Maradona was or how special this game was. We can't speak about football the same way. Mo Salah is the best in football right now, but if we were 10 years ago, I'm sure we can pick 10 players over him. I'm not slandering, by the way. I'm just saying that's what makes football special. Do you know what I mean? Maradona, you know what I mean? There's a lot of players that have 100 more, 200 more, 300 more goals than him, but it's his personality. It's the way that he plays the football match. I'm not even saying the way he wins a football match. It's the way he runs, the way he plays, the way he, kind of interacts with other players. We need this. I loved that football match because of the outside of it, the flair, and that's why derbies are so special, and that's why when a derby game is so put off, it doesn't mean anything anymore. The Man United FA Cup game, I love that. You know when Diogo Dalot got sent off and the stands were jumping up. This is football. That's entertainment to me. Entertainment isn't again. I like chess matches of football. But I don't like them I won't like them more than a scrappy game. I don't want to see handshakes and stuff. I want to see personal grudges 6 months before. And it shows the respect. And I think there's respect between Haaland and Gabriel because they're taking the mick of each other, but they're not pushing each other. They're not doing this. They're just taking the mick.
But that's why I think that these games, of course, a few years back, the Man City vs Liverpool games, people were writing on the calendar that this is the game of the season. And now, for the past few years, the Man City Arsenal games, one of the biggest games, of course, the games when we had in the treble season and stuff where we're Haaland taking off his hair, whatever, and the games, even the games in the Champions League, Man City, Real Madrid, we played it every single year for the past few years. It's been on and off. We both traded each other games, but those are games are the biggest games because it's not that they're both tactical games. Of course they're tactical, but also there's a lot of fire.
It reminds you of the Arsenal v Man United era.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fire between, of course, like the Marty Keown and Ruud van Nistelrooy when he missed the penalty and he started screaming in his face. It's very similar to that. And those type of games is what we missed in football, and that's why people like love these games where they're chess matches, but there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire. So that's what I don't really mind, the Lewis Skelly
I love it.
thing, and whatever. You can do your celebration. But if we come and do that on you guys next game, I don't want to hear anything from you.
You're not gonna hear anything on me.
That's fine.
That's why when Haaland threw the ball at Gabriel, I wasn't like angry. I was like, oh, okay. Obviously.
Oh yeah, right.
No,
Yeah, right.
Can I land? I'm stuck in the
Fuel's
air.
running out.
Can I land? Can I land?
Yeah, go on.
Of course, I'm not gonna like it. If it was the other way around, if Haaland was laughing at Gabriel, am I gonna like it? No, but I respect
In
it.
the moment, you're getting annoyed. But
Yeah,
you
but I respect
in
it. It's nice.
sense, yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on the game in general, Dean? I mean,
No, I just saw a lot of hate towards Arsenal for the way they celebrated the win.
Celebration fleece out again. Do you remember when Jamie Carragher for the older goal?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're meant to do as a player. You're allowed to, if you score a goal.
Listen, Arsenal
I don't see a problem.
Arsenal probably make up 60% of Sky Sports
They probably
media
do,
coverage. So
Maybe
I'm not.
United.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Arsenal are far the most covered team on social media in terms of Sky Sports, at least. So I'm not surprised they're gonna criticize it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not surprised. Before we move on, I just want to mention three more other players. Okay, Declan Rice.
Mm-hmm.
I want one of you guys to speak about him because I'm just. Would anyone want to speak on Declan Rice?
I mean, that was a game though. That midfield, Declan Rice, Partey, and Ødegaard, which I've been saying, Partey, Ødegaard, and Rice would be. Like you've been playing him a right back recently. Partey's game there was very underrated. I think it was very good in that
of
game.
Course.
And Rice, of course, you said last week, we said this week. Rice has been good this season. Been one of the best players. Maybe not even got the plaudits that players like Caicedo got this year. We were saying that the best DM. Rice has been playing at this level for such a long time. And that game was a picture. And that epitomizes what I was saying in the past reps as well about how our midfield, and Dean was saying it last week as well, that our midfield was going to get smashed. And our midfield got smashed. And
But does Nico Gonzalez help your midfield?
I mean, before we move on to transfers, let me mention the other two players. Who else do you want to mention?
I just Declan Rice, guys. Could you name me 5 midfielders better than Declan Rice?
Is he 8 or 6?
Could you name me 5? But I said this a few weeks ago.
He's
in my eyes, he's a complete midfielder.
Oh yeah.
Gerrard, complete midfielder. Lampard, complete midfielder. Vieira, complete midfielder. Declan Rice, complete midfielder. Could you guys name me 5 midfielders better than Declan Rice?
Ever?
Now.
Oh no.
Ever.
I thought he's asking for
do
ever.
you count Rodri?
No.
Yeah, Rodri.
Yeah, Rodri's in there.
I've count injured players.
Anyone. It's anyone.
Rodri,
No.
Valverde, maybe.
Oh, Valverde's a.
Valverde over Rice, please.
No, you're just saying players around that level or could be better.
I'm saying better. I'm saying better than Rice.
No, then yeah, Rice is up there.
In my opinion, Bellingham,
I was going to say Bellingham.
Rodri, Pedri.
Midri.
He doesn't like Pedri.
I don't
Are you
like
mad?
Midri.
As a player, I scout, by the way, I love him. But
Alright.
listen, those 3, name me more.
Valverde?
You can't. Valverde is not better than Rice, man. Please, come on.
You said on the level.
I said better than.
Oh, so you're saying Midri is better than Rice?
Yes, Pedri is the best midfielder in the world.
Really?
Pedri is the best midfielder in the world.
De Jong this season.
No,
De Jong's
no,
been
no,
injured.
no,
He's been
no.
injured for
No.
most of the
This season he's been
season.
good.
No, he's been
No,
injured for
no.
most of the season.
On and off.
I think De Jong's. I don't know the hype around him anymore, to be honest.
Listen,
I mean, look, who are the other
he
two mentions
is
that you
a.
want to
He
mention?
was getting hype earlier.
Who are the other two Arsenal players you want to mention as well with Rice?
And
One year.
I want you to lead this, by the way.
Okay.
2 words, David Raya.
Oh, for God's sake.
Lead.
If we get another one, we could be back in this game. Oh, for fuck's sake! Saw that twatting goal!
The context, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
I want you to speak about him.
About him in what way?
Or do you want me to? He's the most. Oh
He's
my
a,
God.
what, he's saying he's the best goalkeeper in the league.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
He is the most complete goalkeeper right
Yep.
now.
In the
Oh,
world.
complete.
Yes.
Yes.
I said in the world.
Alisson?
Oh.
Alisson's still been good.
No, Alisson.
No, but the thing is, Alisson's been injured for most of the season.
Alisson-
Ray's like.
no,
No, but he's come back and he's done well still.
no,
Yeah,
no,
but-
he hasn't. He hasn't.
Yeah,
But
no, he
Ray's
hasn't.
been
He
doing
hasn't.
it from
He
like
hasn't.
majority of the
Alisson is
season.
the best goalkeeper in the world,
Okay.
but Raya is on that level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Alisson's past level. I'm saying now you can.
Go up
compare
Rams
them.
though.
Let's not talk about him.
Okay.
He's the face of relegation.
And who's
He
the
signed the
last
face
guy?
of
Last player,
relegation.
Ethan.
He almost got you
Ethan
relegated.
Harry.
Listen, I think Ethan versus Miles. It's
Oh,
not a,
tell him what you said to me in party
what did I say?
about Ethan Wanyeri.
What did I say? Okay, wait.
I
Listen,
say, you know what it is.
Ethan versus Miles. It's not comparison. It's like vanilla or chocolate ice cream. Like, which one do you prefer? Because they're both, I think, got incredible potential.
And I think it's very similar to when you guys had Ramsey and Wilshere. Similar
Yeah.
to when you guys had Smith Rowe and Saka,
Yep.
and you got another pair now. You got.
Oh, so one's gonna be
Ranieri and
injured then.
Huh?
Someone's gonna be
No,
injured,
hopefully
bro.
not.
Well, one's gonna injure and
One's
one's
gonna
gonna
be injured, bro, one's gonna-
Hopefully not.
Which one do you think?
Which one do you
no,
think is gonna be the one that's
no,
injured prone?
no, listen.
Who do you
The
think?
same way we're talking about Miles not being a left back. Waneri's not a winger,
He's not.
No.
but he's beating people on. He's got
Like who?
he's got a good range, he's got a good pace on him. Very intelligent,
Yeah.
and he's got a trademark finish at 17.
Like
years
who?
old. Robin, Cotton, and Shoot.
I think that's
Robin
over.
is
I think that's
all
overutilized.
This guy's 17.
I know. But I just
It's
say-
not overutilized because tell me another player that consistently does finesse shots
Salah.
other than Mo Salah. Other than Mo Salah, go on, tell me.
Di Maria.
Okay,
Phil Foden last season.
okay, that's 3.
Diallo?
Messi,
But there's probably
Four.
so many.
Messi
There's
4.
so
There's so many
Go
people
on.
that cut inside.
Name
Come on.
them. I'm saying consistently.
Alexis Sanchez did it a lot.
Oh, he did.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
5.
Riyad Mahrez Leicester.
6, 7.
We can keep naming.
Diallo?
Name.
We can keep going. No,
Name.
you just name players that cut inside and shoot on
Yeah,
their left
that's-
foot.
No, I'm not. You're giving me 8 names out of like 500, 600, 700
If we
players.
sat
What
down
are you
and did
talking
it,
about?
There'd be so many. Come on.
Cristiano
And,
Ronaldo?
and the
Am I
Sanchez
lying?
thing
He
doesn't
didn't become-
the Sanchez
No,
thing
he
doesn't
didn't
even
do it.
make sense because he didn't do it a lot. He maybe did it
Okay,
twice a
okay,
season.
look, but we understand where you're talking about. Yes,
Nah, the right
Ethan
name.
Manueri has the ability to cut inside consistently
Yes, he
and
does.
finish that shot. And 100%. I'm not
And
saying
you're talking like it's an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not
We
easy
didn't
thing
say
to
that.
do.
No.
We didn't say that.
But do you think his future will be as understudy for Saka at right wing?
It
I
can't
don't-
be. It can't be.
I don't know because
No, it can't
he's
be.
playing really good as a right winger.
But is he gonna get the game time that he needs?
Maybe as
If
a
Saka's
cover,
back.
if he's covered for
'Cause-
Saka, he will.
No, but if say Saka's back in March, right? Who you starting?
Oh, of course it's Saka.
So then what happens to Ranieri then?
He just have to go back to being
So what if
the
we never?
understudies.
What if we never?
But listen, we need to
His game
remember.
time's gonna
We need to
diminish
remember
though,
he's
isn't it?
17, 18 still.
True,
They still
but
got time.
how old is Saka?
He's a starter.
How old is Saka?
At 20, he's gonna turn 24.
It's
So
not-
he's 20,
it's
Fair.
he's
When
23.
you get Ranieri to
He's
the same
23.
age as Saka,
I know,
but
but
Saka
Arsenal
be
need this
done.
type of. Arsenal been crying
do.
for a Saka,
True.
like
Yeah.
a backup. And if Ranieri, someone from your academy, can come in those like small cup games, the FA Cup, maybe against Swindon Town or whoever, or those.
But that's not Ranieri's level.
or
though.
like a, no, but he can still come in and or he come off the bench and make an impact.
Is he Odegaard's replacement?
I don't know.
Potentially.
But
Maybe.
Odegaard had a very good game against
He did. He did.
He did.
He did. That's the old guard we know.
He learned how to score a
Yeah.
goal finally.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
That's what
and we need
he's-
to see
yeah.
him there because he's been very poor.
But one
He's
thing
very
we
poor.
want to mention, of course, that was basically everything on the game. But one thing I want to mention is that even before Abed's studio sitting room, whatever, changed into this beautiful setup, you were mentioning about how a striker / left winger, if it's not signed in January, the league is over. Now,
I
it
like to
is,
repeat.
Yeah,
I like
I
to
don't see
repeat
that.
something that he told me when Havertz missed that sitter. Sign Ollie Watkins now. Sign Ollie Watkins now. So, do you believe to sign Ollie Watkins now?
not even that.
No, you can't sign him now, but in the summer.
Is your title chances done for this season because you didn't get a striker / left winger? Erling Haaland's going to come to the club, mate. He signed a 10-year contract.
We're in a time, mate. Come on, we're over time.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
And
Okay.
do you want to mention about Nico Gonzalez
No,
quickly?
I'm joking. Look, before we talk about it, I just want to... Bernardo Silva, you little rat.
Okay.
You little disgusting Portuguese rat.
All right, let's slow
You
down.
dirty
okay?
rat.
Is that hate crime?
Go on, do it then.
Okay.
Do it then. You little dirty
colour
Mancunian
thing.
Portuguese little frauding rat.
He doesn't like it when people do it against
How
him.
is that not
He
foul?
never likes it.
How is that not foul?
How's that not a red card?
How's that not red card? How's that not gone to VAR? How's that not been stopped by the ref? How's that not even been shown again on replay?
Anthony
He's a
didn't get sent
little
off for it.
dirty,
skipped over
dirty player.
No, but Anthony didn't connect. Like, trust
Nah,
me.
He's
He
an
did- no.
entitled player. For how good he is, he always does this. He's
Yeah.
Nah, he-
especially against Manchester United.
Yeah.
No, especially against Liverpool. He doesn't go.
Liverpool-
Oh no, it was Salah,
Liverpool and
yeah,
Man
all
U-
the time.
No, he has a
yeah.
lot of fire for these big games.
Yeah.
Bernardo
No,
Silva.
No, it's not fire. No,
it's not fire for big
It's
games.
when it doesn't go his way.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
When it doesn't go his way,
If it
then,
was
yeah, he
bloody
throws the
Sheffield-
toys out the front.
If it was bloody
You know
Sheffield
when Bruno
Wednesday,
does,
they
isn't it? Yeah, he gets crucified
Yeah,
for
yes,
that.
you're right.
He gets
But I mean,
killed.
Bruno does it every game. That's why.
Yeah, but still, when Bernardo Silva does, we'll just rush over the carpet. Nothing's happened.
On the
Brentford
striker
actually
and
good,
left
that's
winger,
fine.
on the striker and left winger, very damning kind of mark on our club, and it just shows you lot are all talking about your owners and how bad they are. Kroenke's the OG of that, along with Man United.
Yeah.
Just because we've been doing well for the past 2-3 years, it's all humpy,
Anton owners.
Is it no one wants to talk about
What
it?
are your thoughts on the words that is apparently coming out that apparently you're saving your budget for the summer window?
Yeah, no, we're doing that. as well. We're
No,
doing that
I
as
don't
well.
like that because look,
Yeah.
because look, news came out the other day that apparently our CEO, something like that, Tim Lewis, you know the one with the nuts hairline.
Yeah.
Tim Lewis and Edu Gaspar, apparently they wanted Rodrigo Muniz of Fulham, and they were very angry and they wanted to screw Arteta over. And apparently Tim Lewis didn't want to spend 100 million on Declan Rice. Now, if these sort of problems are happening at the very top, where are our club isn't united. And this is what happens when you have lawyers at the top of a club. Ed Woodward what was his role before?
Accountant.
That's not good for football. So whoever we get as a director of football, it needs to be someone very good, because this can't keep happening. Look, again, now that we haven't signed a striker, I don't expect us to win the league. I'm not saying we're out. I don't expect us to win the league.
Well, you're still the best in the league.
Move on. Anyway,
let's move on to another game then.
Do you know a quick word on Nico
Listen,
Gonzalez?
are we the best in the league? Yes.
All right, there you go.
Yes. Because look, we're close to Liverpool, and look at the decisions that have gone against us. I'm not making excuses. That's the facts.
All right, let's move on.
What do you mean, all right?
Let's move
What
on
do you
before
mean, all right?
Let's move on before the game started.
No. It would be making excuses if I.
No one
that's
said you're
the
making
fact.
excuses.
So why? Let me finish then.
Finish then.
Us and Liverpool are close
That's
to each
fine.
other. The decisions that have gone against us have pulled us away from
That's
them.
fine.
And
No one said you're making excuses.
yeah, so I believe we are the best in the league.
That's fine. I was asking you. Do you believe you're still the
but
best?
Your reaction made it seem like you just.
No, because I knew you're going to start ranting again.
We're on a tight
Let's
schedule.
move a tight schedule. All right,
we can catch Liverpool.
okay, that is fine. All right, what about Nico Gonzalez? Does he
I mean,
help
what
you
are your
midfield?
thoughts? I mean,
He's not lightweight though.
lightweight as in what? I think
He's not like.
it's very.
You need something physical in your
what's
midfield.
What's the word?
He's in midfield right now.
Also, we're Gundogan before then.
Oh, it's too lightweight. It's too technical. It's not like any physicality. Like Rice, you need like someone.
Nico
do
Gonzalez.
need
Nico
physical.
Gonzalez got a bit of physicality. He's a 6.
6. So
Yes.
where's Roger gonna play?
He's played 6 and 8.
So Roger's gonna play 8.
No, Roger probably plays 6. when he
Roger
comes
will
back.
play 8. He
I
has
think
been
he
playing 8.
No, he's been our most defensive player, but also going
So you
forward.
want 60 million
Yeah, so,
bench
he,
player?
so he's not really a sit. He's not a sitter.
I think maybe we'll play a double pivot with both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying,
And
yeah.
Roger will be more forward than Nico.
Yeah, he
Probably,
should
yeah.
be. Yeah. Or does that mean your
but again-
Zuba Mendy is like
but
your
the thing is,
outlet?
of course, if we're
Juventus
basing,
comes to Arsenal.
exactly,
It's not confirmed yet, but I'm
It
just
is
saying.
all but done.
is done. And I think this was a.
Here we
I
go,
think-
guys.
I mean,
It's
so
all done.
last week we were saying that I was saying that it's interesting how we didn't sign midfield. I think this was in the works for a while, because as soon as reports come out that we were signing him, like an hour later, it's already here we go. It's already done.
Yeah, but why is he not your first signing?
I think he was. I think just been maybe there must have been something going on in the background. I think there must have been something. But look, the fact that he's here, I'm happy. We could have ended the window with nothing. We should move on.
Anyways, we held 5 on it, and let's move over to Stamford Bridge.
Wrong game.
We'll talk about
Old
Chelsea
Trafford.
first.
No, they lost.
It's falling down.
Oh yeah, they did lose.
Old Trafford.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Before we talk
No,
about
no, let's
how
go
happy you are. No, we're happy.
Yeah,
We're happy.
London is clean today.
Let's keep the Manchester downfall happening.
Yeah, let's keep
Thank you.
So Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 2. Boom, 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 boom. Can we sing it?
Yeah,
Boom, 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 boom. Manchester's in the room.
Yo,
They
sing.
don't stop it better than Trafford. Boom, 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 boom. Costco guys, double chunk chop cookie.
We are being the worst team, maybe, in history
You're
of
still being
Manchester.
the worst team. And talking about managers, one manager gets a lot of flack. You give Pep a lot of flack, but I think it's even worse on Ruben Amorim here.
Can I talk about my team, please? All right.
You can.
Wow.
Let's
He's
talk
a
about Ruben
shoulder
Amorim.
barge.
Yeah,
That's fine, that's fine, you can.
That was a bruiser. What's good? Advanced,
still here.
advanced defending. Yeah, I think we played pretty well in the Europa League before the Crystal Palace game. Okay, the level of opponent. I mean,
You beat we have to beat, I guess.
yeah, but let's go to that game though before we go to the Crystal Palace game. Kobe Mainoo in the number 10 position. A lot of United fans have been asking for him to play in that number 10 position purely because of his offensive traits. Like he can
Had a very
hold
good
the
game in
ball.
Europa League, no?
Yeah, he can hold the ball. He can create. He's technical with it. He can drive. And we saw that in the Europa League. So
I didn't know when did he get his driver's license?
Okay.
This-
Carry on.
I don't even know if he's got a driver's license. But yeah, heading over to the Crystal Palace game, a lot of United fans expected that. And even when I saw the lineup come out, the front three was Ahmad, Garnacho, and Mainoo. But it had Ahmad in the frame as the false 9. When the game started, you could clearly see that Kobe Mainoo was in the false 9. And I would say for around the first 13 minutes, it worked. Like he was picking up gaps in the Crystal Palace defense because they weren't going tight on him as a false 9. And and he had a couple shots. We had a couple chances, but then once they figured it out, he was just marked out the game. There's nothing he can do, and that's where it led to us having no offensive play. Like I actually can't remember anything that we did offensively in that game, and it shows you how much Ruben Amorim trusts the other two strikers in the club. If they're not starting, and he's trusting Kobe Mainoo to play false 9, then clearly Man United's two strikers are not up for it. And I mean, when the board come out and saying, "Oh yeah, we didn't buy anyone in the January transfer window as a striker." Okay, we'll talk about Tell in a bit, and we're gonna prioritize a big striker in the summer. That striker has got to be one of the all-time strikers. I don't care. Like he's got to score 50 goals next season. I don't care.
Who do you think you guys are gonna get?
I don't know.
Osimhen.
Yeah, Chris.
It depends where they finish. No?
That striker has to be the greatest striker of all time, ever.
They're lining up
Ever.
You need Champions League.
Ever. I don't
Who is
care.
that now, mate?
I don't care who it is. It could be from the Championship. I don't care. They're gonna be the best striker of all
They're
time.
gonna line up Gyökeres. I think they're gonna line up Gyökeres.
Without, they could end up with no European football, nothing.
That's just Sporting guy in the bin as well.
Who else is gonna get Gyökeres though?
They can't
Who else will get Gyökeres now?
No one.
Chelsea?
No.
Why can no one get Gyökeres?
No, I'm saying
Who'd want him now? I don't think Arsenal want him. City, they're not gonna
No,
go for
we'll
him.
still be in for him.
Liverpool.
I think we'll still be in for him. United
Swap
will
deal,
still
not
be-
New Year's?
I think this summer will be big for Liverpool, but we can get to that anyway. But I'm
But,
saying on that game specifically.
Saying the game, yeah, just same old. I'm just gonna stop caring about the league now. I'm just gonna focus on
it took you a while.
competitions.
It took him a while.
No, I saw. I
But you just
I already
beat
said it.
Fulham. Like that was a good result.
Yeah, but like as we said last week, it wasn't a good game, was it?
was a terrible
It was just smash and grab.
win to win.
And that's
If
even
you won
last
that
season
game-
where we smash and grabbed the Fulham.
Yeah, but if you win that game, you're not looking at it like that. Results matter.
As Abba said, you have to grind out result, which is fine. But
It matters when you win.
But like, when you play
it doesn't
well-
matter when you lose the next game,
it
or
doesn't.
when you lose in a manner like that.
Yeah.
We're not playing a striker.
But
I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I think
on
that,
the defending.
No, not that.
on
I'm
the-
saying
again,
starting-
it's another set piece. Again, conceded again.
I'm saying on the.
Why is he talking on my segment?
I'm asking you a question.
I don't
This
want
is
to
a
hear your
podcast.
questions.
All right.
I don't
Okay,
want to hear
let
no
me ask a
question.
question.
I've been asking me a question.
What's your thoughts on mainly playing striker?
Why? It wasn't even striker. It was false 9. Like,
What
what
is
is
It's the same
on
thing.
Who said for you to talk?
Okay.
Why can't he talk?
Why are you getting
He
angry
lost.
for? So you lose every week.
You lose more than us.
this is the
You've
gutter,
conceded
brother.
more goals than us.
Oh, good. Did we lose more than you?
Pretty much have.
No, we haven't.
Basically,
We are
have.
in the league.
Top mate in the Europa League.
All right.
You're playing playoffs in the Champions League. Don't talk.
Alright.
You're lucky you didn't get knocked down because you should get knocked down for that.
Hey, you're not gonna be anything next year, so be quiet.
You
mate.
might not be even. You might be in the Championship.
These are like prisoners in jail.
That's
like,
what Manchester's
comparing
come
their
to.
crimes.
This is what
No, what I'm
Manchester.
saying
I got 5 years. I got 13.
Does Aaron not need to face any criticism?
I'm getting
for
to
playing in
it.
the false 9?
I think he's.
I'm getting to it. He's getting crazy. He's getting flack. He should play Kobe Mainoo in the 10.
I don't understand why managers do that.
But why do you do that? That's what I'm saying. What
Well,
could be the
I
reason?
don't-
Maybe sending a message that you need a striker.
Yeah, but come on, to the detriment of the team, man.
The team's already
Not even
detrimented.
Ruben. Even when Arteta does it with Party or when
The team's
whoever
already
does it with
detrimented though.
Why are you doing that? I don't understand.
Maybe it's to push for the Tell deal. I mean, do you want to talk about the Tell deal?
I mean, do you want to mention Crystal Palace? I mean, they've been on a good vein of form somewhat.
Nah.
I mean, they only lost one game.
They finished mid-table is what. And we
I
don't
mean,
really.
they
We
split you
never
open,
beat.
though.
We never
They
beat
split
them.
you open. I mean, especially for
Split
that
us open.
The second goal, what did they do? Mateta
Okay,
tap
but
it.
the first goal was a set piece error again.
No, but I'm saying in that game
They had chances.
They had
First half, they had
chances.
several chances.
You're
They should have been
ignoring
1-0
their
up in the first
chances.
half.
Yeah, but we had chances as well in the first.
Not
half.
as clear cut.
Not as clear cut.
They should have scored in the. They should have been 1-0 up at least. in the
So
first half.
should have we.
Thoughts on Lisandro injured?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's got an ACL. Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
About time.
We don't celebrate
Wait,
injuries,
I'm
but
No, wait. Let
Whoa.
me land.
If
Let me
anyone
land.
ever gets injured at your club, okay.
I'm not allowed
Go,
to
carry on,
land.
carry on.
I'm in hostile airspace right now. Let me just land.
You're getting shot down, man.
I'm not saying I'm happy. I'm saying about time in the sense that he always dives for people as well.
he is
Oh.
very
Oh.
reckless.
He makes
is
reckless tackles, right? And he's lucky.
It's
they
not a
don't
surprise
land.
online.
You say
People
it's
are
for
happy. It's
Romero?
not a surprise.
Yeah, as Romero, they're
Alright,
both
fine.
aggressive as each other. I'm not saying
But
I'm
is that
happy.
not the
I'm
Argentinian,
I'm
like,
not saying
way?
I'm not saying I'm happy he's injured. I couldn't care less if he's injured or not because again, we're not competing with you guys. We're not a top 4 contender or rival. I'm just saying, look. I think it's a bit of poetic justice that a player that's so rash and so he's crying when he's down. Well, I'm sorry. What about when you fly into other players? Do you not care?
No, I agree.
I think it's
in that
perfect
aspect,
justice.
yes.
I agree.
But it's his second ACL, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is.
And this is what happens when you play like that, though.
No, but you say that that ACL was not from him. That was just him running side by side. I think Saar clipped him and then his knee twisted.
Yeah, but then remember when he came back from that injury and he got injured again. So why is he coming back if you're not Lisandro?
that was on the 10 hard though.
Yeah, but come on, if you're a player, you need to say you're not ready.
Well, he did that with Varane as well. 10 hard.
Yes, but Varane is different. Varane is, is getting past his best now. Look, he retired so quickly. He had health problems already, Varane. Lisandro's still very young.
I mean, it makes sense now why Man United were looking to get a new left centre.
So what do you think is going to happen now in terms of defence, midfield and attack?
What with Martinez?
Does that free back even work now? Because you don't have him.
Euro...
It'll be Euro or Maguire Delict.
So Euro's going to get starts now, consistently.
Is he ready?
Actually, who has to be?
I don't think he's ready.
I don't think he's ready. either.
Lindelof's not fit.
If a Southampton
Luke
winger
Shaw maybe
can
Aiden
cook
Heaven, the one
him,
you
there's no
poached
way.
off us.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
centre back? I don't know what
Yeah,
position
he's
he
a centre
plays.
back.
I don't know where he plays.
I just found it quite funny how they unveiled him
They're
like
getting
he was
Kim
Varane.
unveiling, yeah.
And I'm like, brother, this is from our academy, mate.
No, if it's to do it's with Dogu as well.
I mean,
But,
Dog is going to start. No,
Dogu should
start.
probably start against Leicester on Friday. So, but yeah, we bought Dogu, which is an area that we needed to fix. Not saying he's the next Roberto Carlos or anything, or he is right now, but we don't have anyone available. That's the problem. Like the system that Ruben Amorim wants to play. And there's no point of going to a fullback because if you go to a fullback, what's the point of signing Ruben Amorim? Because that's just not his style of play. Like we should go fullback.
right.
We should go two card up.
Okay, no, okay, cool. Okay, so how many players of your starting 11 right now aren't good enough for the near future, for next season? For this Amorim style, who's not good enough?
Keeps up?
Name everyone. No, just
No,
just name everyone who's not good enough.
Can you bring up the list? So that
No, just like
I can't remember.
Onana.
Okay, let's go back to front.
Onana.
I'll be saying not youth players.
Who's not good enough? Just tell
Okay,
me
let's
who's
go
not
back
good
to front. Okay, Onana.
Is he good enough?
No.
Okay, one. Okay.
Okay, let's
Defense.
go to defense. Okay.
Maguire.
You want to start
For the
reading them,
future, for a long term. Okay, wait.
Who's not good enough? No, I'll list them.
No, he'll list them. He's
I'll
got
list
the
them out,
players.
don't worry.
Okay, you list them. Say the players.
Who's not? Is he-
I'm saying now or
Maguire.
long term.
Is he good enough to play Amorim's system? Just end off. Is he good enough to play?
No.
Okay, Euro.
Yes.
Lisandro.
No.
Delip.
Yes.
Dogu. We don't know yet.
Forget
Mainly.
Dogu. That's
Mainly.
yes.
Fernandez.
No.
Ugarte.
Yes.
Ericsson.
No.
Casemiro.
No.
Mason.
Mason Mount.
No.
You're right. Mazraoui.
Yes.
Collier.
Yes.
Dallo.
No.
Amadiolo. I bugged that.
Yes.
Amadiolo. Rashford. Oh, he's gone now.
No.
Garnacho.
No.
Hoyland.
No.
Xerxes.
No.
Okay.
You can't clear that big of a
Okay.
space. There's no
Wait.
way.
So those players aren't good enough to play system. So I just want to understand something. If they're not good enough to play your system, why are you playing them in your system when you know you're not going to finish anywhere? Is that not a good question?
Yeah, but Amorim didn't want to come. Amorim wanted to be here
but
in summer.
But he's here now.
No, but that's not the thing.
But that's because of force. He wasn't.
No, but the thing, what I'm saying is that even if he came in the summer, right, you just listed basically your entire squad and maybe like 5 players, maybe 6 players out of the flipping 26, 25 man
All right,
squad.
okay.
How
That's fine.
are you going to get rid of
Let's
20
go to a
players?
fullback, innit? These players could even play in the fullback anyway. So
Look, listen.
what are they
listen,
good
listen.
at then? That's the thing, though. We got to fullback. What do they do?
But they're more comfortable there.
They're clearly not, because you've seen during
A
under 10 hard.
lot of those players that I've just
Not
mentioned.
good enough.
A lot of those players that I've just mentioned finished in the top 4 with Ten Hag.
First season, yes.
They don't just disappear. Like there's not.
No,
there's
listen,
Still
the-
professional players.
The reason why I asked you this question, right, is because
That team is suited for counter-attacking
I'm talking
football.
about pragmatism, okay? If these players aren't good enough, why are you playing them in the system? Surely you change up your system, and when you get rid of these guys,
No, but
and get
this
new
is the
players
thing that
in-
Ruben Amorim said, though. Against the teams like you, for instance, Arsenal, Liverpool, see, wherever, we play well because we just have to low block it and we just hit you on the counter-attack, right? Ruben Amorim specifically said, we're not judged on them games. We're judged on the games like Southampton.
and you're not
When-
doing good. Well
exactly,
with it.
when we have the ball and it's on the onus on us to go attack, we clearly are incapable of doing it.
So what's going to solve that right now?
We have to sign more players. I'm not saying you have to spend like 300 whatever they did.
You're going to need to, though.
But like Dogu is a good fit. We needed a left-footed
Yes.
left back. Yes. We need number 10s. Yes. We need a striker who can score goals. Yes. We need Bruno Fernandes cannot play in that 6. No, purely on the basis that he plays. At number 2-6, he play like a double pivot, right? Bruno Fernandes cannot play a double pivot on the basis of he drifts. He's not in the middle of the pitch, like dictating where the ball's going. He's on the left. He's trying to create link-up plays there. And then when the turnovers happen, Ugai is going to have to cover 2 players because Bruno Fernandes is not there. So that's the problem there. We need a number 6.
Okay.
Maybe a right mid as right wing back. Whatever.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys all 2 scenarios. Okay. You tell me which one makes more sense. We're all managers. Okay. Let's say we're all managers. Okay. And we're in this Man United situation or whatever club you want to be in. Okay. There's 2 routes. Number 1, you play players that aren't good enough, and your fans aren't good enough, and you and your coaching team know you're not good enough to play your own system. Okay. Number 1, do you keep playing him in that system, knowing you're gonna lose games, knowing you're gonna put pressure on yourself? And there's not really any good outcome of it. Or 2, change it up a little bit, make them a bit more comfortable. Don't even change the whole system, just change certain things. Or if you need to change the system, but just change it for 3-4 months.
That's on him for playing Mainu as the false 9. If he just played Mainu in the 10, we definitely would have been better against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but like...
It's not those individual things, it's not the system here.
But this is just what I'm...
But what do you change in his system? How do you fix his system?
Just change it, man.
How? What do you do?
Don't play this 3 back if it's not going to work.
Play what?
Or if you do, play with maybe 2 strikers up front. Forget the 2
We have tried playing 2 strikers. We played with both of them up top.
No,
we
but
have
for how many games?
5 games. And it's clearly not work. Yeah, we have.
No, because you've always had 2 10s. You've always had the 2 7s.
We can play with 2 strikers up top. But... they're both not good enough.
Maybe change the way you approach the game. Maybe change the way you go to possession. Maybe go
we tried possession.
Focus on the flanks.
We have tried doing that.
But you're not trying enough, though.
No. Mazraoui and Dalot are not attacking enough to be the wing backs.
But Dalot was attacking enough a few seasons ago. Dalot was your player of the season for doing that sort of thing.
As a top-in midfielder.
So why
we don't play with top-in midfielder.
But why can't you change things around?
We could do that.
Because look, to me, right, yeah.
But Bruno Fernandes can't play in the 10. So then who do you bring then?
Listen, look.
Who?
Listen, look. If 20 players aren't good enough, yeah. Look. This is like me, bloody. Let's say I'm a flipping. I work in Japan and I'm a head teacher or something, yeah. And you're my friend from college, and I know you're a great teacher, okay. You're a great English teacher, okay. This is like I offer you the job to come teach in Japan for like 4 months. Yeah, you do a great job and you go back. You don't need to learn Japanese. All right, go back home. All right, I'm giving you a free year. Come work at my high school, 3-4. You're gonna need to learn Japanese. Why I'm making that point is, if these players aren't good enough to play your system, why you keep playing in that system when they're gonna leave eventually, or they're not good enough ever?
He's a manager. He should be able to make a different system.
Am I making a weird point here?
No, he's a manager. He has to be able to play something else.
If I know, for example, Diego Dalot is never going to be good enough to play my right wing back, why am I going to play him there when I have the intention he's not good enough and I'm going to try and sell him? They did that with Rashford. Amorim said he's not good enough. We just got rid of him.
But he's done that with other players, with Eriksen and Casemiro, because they can't play in the midfield too.
But these are easy players to get rid of. But anyway,
Rashford's not an easy player to get rid of.
Garnacho's
going to go.
No, Fez, you're right.
He can't get rid of Bruno Fernandes because Bruno Fernandes is captain.
Yeah, no, Fez, you're right. No, you're right. Casemiro and everything. Cool, you're right. 100%. Cool, I agree with you. But look, come on, man. I feel like I'm making a good point here.
They're not incapable players that they can't play better. Then they're not stuck in this position.
Wait till you see
my point is that is this not more detrimental? You finishing this low on the table without European football next season. When you're trying to sign,
the focus is mainly on cup competition. I think the league is
how low as you finish, you're gonna earn less money to sign these players.
And he said that you named.
But we can't get better. Okay, say we adapt and everything. The teams that are above us, do you think we can get past them?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'm sure you can. I'm sure.
No chance.
The season you
played against these teams and we've not done well.
The season you finished top 4.
Are we better than Brighton?
The season you finished top 4, and the seasons in the past under Mourinho's and the Ole's, were they the top 4th team in the Prem at the time?
They would finish. No, they would finish at 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, but they'd finish above other teams. But were they the best team? Were they top 4?
That's true.
Were they in all the seasons where they finished top 4 and under Mourinho? Were they a top 4?
Yeah, that whole time they were complaining that teams were good.
They were overperforming. They were overperforming. That's the word we're using. Overperforming. Under Ten Hag first season, overperforming. So why can't they overperform now and try and finish as high as you can?
It can't be this low. It just can't. There's no way this team.
I think
Ruben Amorim is a very bright manager, but he's not got to that level yet, and he's not known to that level yet where you can be
Under the caution. like,
arrogant,
still-
and
yeah.
what's the word? Kind of stubborn. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you can't.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what. There's not really an easy solution to this.
I think they keep players incapable, innit, no matter what you do with them.
But-
So I think we move on.
Yeah.
We go back to London where everything is good and rosy on the blue side. Or not, based on the win, but yeah, we're talking about the game. Chelsea 2, West Ham 1 at the Bridge.
Any words, boss?
Man of the match should go to Maresca, I think. Man of the match.
But he's not on the pitch.
Doesn't matter. He should get
Well,
man
then
of
you
the
can
match.
explain the game. So, what are your thoughts on the game?
No, it was an ugly
Outcome?
game. It was you know, kind of like a derby where it was very slow. It was at points of the game. I mean, you can see from the atmosphere, there was literally nothing going on.
Yeah, very flat.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we get 3 points. And Maresca, man of the match, because he actually was proactive. He actually made changes that actually led to us winning the game. So
Neto was a really good one.
Yeah. No, I think the reason why that Neto sub worked so well was physical kind of dribbler. Someone that actually, when he runs with the ball, he uses his body to kind of get past the man or whoever he's up against. Chelsea, this team, I think in general, physicality, we don't have it. We've got a couple players in there like the Colwills that even he's a bit, but Caicedo, they're the players that have the strength. But the rest of this team, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson, like
they all
these
come from the
players,
same cloth.
yeah, they're not able to take on
Technical,
players.
silky, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
but man to man, I think that's what led to us not being able to win against City because man to man we just don't have that strength to take on players in transition and things like that. Neto is one of those guys. Mark Guy, who comes on, was able to handle his duels much better because of that physicality. So that was the main reason we won. I think you look at West Ham's players as well, Souček, Mavropanos, these guys are big. So yeah, I'm just glad that we got the win there. Scrappy, but any questions then?
Jorgensen.
He was, I think, I've seen a lot of praise. I don't know, he didn't have much to
Do.
No, I
Dude.
just think it's interesting that he's dropped him, Rob Sanchez.
From
Yeah,
thing is,
finally,
not a
finally.
problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was from the directors above.
Maybe,
I don't-
you know.
Maybe, because finally he done it after how many errors? I don't know.
Maybe
5.
it's West Ham, maybe for
Or
the easy
6.
game.
6.
I'm noticing
Nah,
a
it's
repeating pattern though,
No, it's 6.
Jorgensen.
It has to be 6.
What?
It was
Or
6
what?
mistakes, I think.
Against who?
In general, this season, he's made 6
Those are
mistakes.
just
It might
to
be more
least
than
of
that.
goals.
No,
Just
no, I think
general
so.
mistakes is probably way higher.
Yeah.
It's probably
But
way
the
higher.
big
number.
mistake, I
Oh,
think
big
Yeah.
mistakes, yeah. Oh,
I
errors
don't-
leading to goal.
I mean,
Yeah,
what was your
really
reaction? What was your reaction? Of course, you know the game opened up with Jared Bowen getting the goal.
I think,
goal.
I want to make a mention.
That's
Jared
a
Bowen was amazing.
Beautiful
Yeah.
goal.
He,
Beautiful goal.
not
Really
just
good
a goal, I think his entire performance
Yeah.
was
But do we need to talk
amazing.
about Colwell?
I think we'll get to that. But I think Jared Bowen is the best player outside the top 6.
really.
Yeah.
I'd have to
Really?
look at the
Yeah.
others first, but he's up
I
there.
mean,
Well, but name me a
if you
few.
talk about players from
What
like
about
Bournemouth
Cunha?
and stuff.
No,
like
Jared
that.
Bowen is better than Cunha.
Bournemouth.
What about Bournemouth?
Come on,
What
name
about
someone, name
like
someone.
Semenyo?
Bowen's better than Semenyo.
He's done it longer.
Cliver?
done it longer.
Bowen has been doing it for
Bowen's
longer,
been in the
yeah.
Yeah,
league
that's
for about
fine.
5 years,
Yeah.
and he's putting numbers that are comparable to the best wingers in the league. And look at the goal. He drags his team sometimes, and
Yeah,
he
100%.
scores. And Bowen, remember, he scored that big goal for West Ham to win them their European trophy.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, what are your thoughts also on Kuda's gone cold recently? I mean,
Yes,
he's been
yes,
going very cold
yes.
He
recently.
wasn't that bad against us.
I
He
think
wasn't
was.
that good though.
He wasn't that
He wasn't
good.
that good at all.
I think he was the same as he was against
Other than
City.
pressing
He's,
goals.
he's trying to look for personal glory kind of
Yeah.
thing. He's dribbling too much to become unpredictable. I love Kudus. I love Kudus. But look, he's
I
been
mean, he's
terrible.
been a rich.
This season.
Even at the start of the season, he was good
Yeah,
because
true.
with that celebration,
Yeah.
with the students flipping
Yeah.
seat wherever, and he made that his thing.
Yeah.
And because he got those goals, and now he's gone cold. Tuchel pretty much from the
Yeah,
City
he's
game,
been very
He's
cold.
been very cold, and like we barely
Cold
even
Palmer.
spoke about him. And I mean, Jared Bowen seems to be alright. He's been the consistent one. Like he puts these consistent performances for West Ham. Been one of West Ham's best players for a while now.
Incredible player. I
And-
think Bowman is very
The
underrated.
fact that he was playing in striker role as well, that's not his natural
And it's
position.
not like he's been like not unacknowledged. in
I
the
think
England
he is
squad.
unacknowledged.
I'm saying, but he's been going to the England squad. He's been going to tournaments.
But he's
Was he
getting
there-
pity minutes.
Was he there at the
Yeah.
Euros recently? He was.
He came off the
yeah.
No, but
bench
he
in
did come off
the
the
first
He
game.
did. He did.
So
Hit the ball,
he's
hit
been,
the
crossbar.
But he's been in the England squad for a while now because we know there's quality there. There's quality. There's a player there. Do you not think?
But I think he was just picked because he's better than everyone else. I'm not saying he should start, but you're not starting over Saka.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, I'm not even talking about England. I'm just saying in general. I think he's very underrated.
Yeah.
He's been
I
doing
think
it
if he
for-
played for Chelsea or Man United, he'd get a lot more credit.
I mean, so what do you think is the key point in which you guys turned around? I mean, other than to
the
do
substitutions. No, it literally was substitutions. Because Jackson, if you were watching, his link-up play, which is usually quite good, it was off.
What's happened to him?
I don't.
He fell off a cliff.
He hasn't scored in
confidence.
how many games?
Confidence.
Like, you know how some players, they go from SWAT and they slowly go down. He's fallen.
Yeah, it's the confidence. I'd say. I think it's his confidence.
And confidence is a drug.
Yeah, he's one of them kind of players. I mean, we have to remember he's not someone that came up in the academy.
Where can I get confidence?
Okay. He's not someone that came up in the academy. He's a guy that played... he didn't start playing professionally until, 18, 19. So he's got development to do in that kind of sense.
So you're saying he's underdeveloped, mentally?
Yeah, he literally just doesn't have the tactical and insight or the knowledge. Because he even he's a winger as well. When he came into at Villarreal, he was a winger. So it is a very tough job on him. But where's that sense of progression? How comes, it's been a year and a half now, I'm still seeing the same problems from before. That basic understanding of... if you saw his injury, where it came from, he's chesting the ball comes in the air, he's supposed to chest it. And he's supposed to use the right side of the shoulder to knock the ball ahead of him. He uses the left side of his shoulder and then slips on his hamstring. It's just that.
But a lot of these things, do you think they're just uncoachable?
They're not uncoachable.
No,
That's the problem.
For example, Darwin Núñez. I don't think he's ever going to improve that side of his game.
No, because I think we've seen players. Think about a Gareth Bale. He went from left back to right wing. That doesn't just happen through only physical attributes.
No, but then even at left back, he was showing the glimpse of what he can do on the wing.
Yeah, but there's more to that. There's more to
I'm saying in the sense of your own game. I'm not saying positionally.
Yeah, true.
Darwin Núñez or Jesus, for example. You see how the guy barely shoots. He's not clinical. You can never coach that. Pep couldn't coach that of him. That's why during the end of his tenure, he used him as a right winger. Because these are the skills that players have. It's for example, Miles Lewis Skelly's beefiness. We don't see... That's such an unusual thing, right? That's why...
It's their unique trait. That's their thing.
That's like the Moussa Dembele's. Have we ever seen a player like it? Yaya Toure, have we seen a player like him? Have there been players that are better than him? But why is Yaya Toure held to such a high regard? Because this guy has got a prototype that you got... Same way you can't coach these things. Same way you have those things. I think some things you can never have.
It's worrying that a year and a half or whatever, it still hasn't really developed those things.
For example, another example, Kai Havertz, he's 6'3", 4. He's never been good in the air ever, and I don't think he ever will.
Scores a lot of headers, though, no?
No, he hasn't scored a lot. Isaac then. Isaac,
Chelsea scored.
Isaac is 6'2". He's terrible in the air.
That one's true.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we need to talk about #20?
Oh, well, you can talk about it. He had a good game, so I'm cool with that.
Come on.
I'm cool with that.
Game!
Really?
Good
That's
game!
fine with me if you don't do it.
Exactly.
It's fine. It's fine with me. Fine with me.
Come on, really?
I think more...
Good game!
Okay, look.
Is he high?
There's no debate on this. I think there's more concern about... not #20, the ex-Man United player on the left wing.
Oh, yeah.
No. Why are we moving on? Why are we moving on?
No.
We're
We're done to an end conversation.
I'm saying them two are both the ones.
Yeah, what happened to him being world class, huh?
Who, Sancho?
Yeah.
Again, okay. If
Well,
we're gonna do this every single
but
week.
he has a right though because Chelsea fans
You
are
kept trying to tell me exactly.
Okay, no, that's
exactly.
true.
after 1 or 2 games, so lippy. And
Exactly.
then
It wasn't just 1 or 2 games.
but
Every
it
single
was.
game for half the season, he was improving.
Okay, but I'm saying
What
that
did you
game
say? I mean,
specifically-
when there's space in it, he never goes into it. Is that
doesn't,
what you said?
and
Yeah,
that's
there
a
you go.
disgusting
No, I will
gig
agree.
for a footballer.
But
No,
I
I'm saying-
think
Well, he's the best
Wan-Bissaka is
dribbler.
very
Why is he
difficult to
dribbling
take him on
backwards?
like that.
No, but I'm saying specifically in
Wan-Bissaka.
that game, of course, he came off early in that game. He came on with...
Yeah, but I just want to see it as a tactical
rid of
thing
Felix
because he
from
wasn't.
Madrid.
I don't think Sancho was playing bad. He wasn't losing the ball actively. He's just not doing the
style
things
makes
that
you
was.
good.
A winger's performance being good is that he doesn't lose the
Oh,
ball.
Why didn't you say that?
shit.
I didn't say that.
I get the ball in. I won't play
So if he wasn't
backwards,
bad,
yeah.
what did he do that was good or helped you win that game?
He had chances where he took the ball in. There was a chance where he took a shot. He went over the bar. That was one scenario.
Okay, one chance. Anything else?
There was one where he plays it into Palmer and you know that thing he does where he shifts the ball on his right side to the left and then he plays it into someone in the box.
Okay, 2 things.
So those were the chances he had.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
You know he was doing that Man United for 75 million.
That was an ugly game.
He was doing that for 75
Against
million
low
for Man
blocks,
United.
you don't just create a volume of chances. It's ugly. You need moments. You need to be
Yeah.
crucial. You need to be clutch. That's the difference.
So what was the clutch that he did?
He couldn't because it was a 55th minute he came off.
But
Yeah,
but
he came
look,
off. I'm saying in
no,
general.
against
but-
a low block, who's your most important player? Surely,
Palmer.
Your
saying in general,
wingers.
I'm saying in general, it's your wingers. It's not even your wingers. It's your players that have that special talent. Sancho, the Chelsea fans are talking about him as if he has this
No, I
crazy
will
thing.
agree. He has dipped. I know.
And this is why we should talk about Palmer because he's supposed to have that special something.
He creates the goal.
Deflected.
Again, it's a low block. I don't know why we're expecting moments of magic. When you play low block, it takes ugly things to win games. You don't always win the game in beautiful ways.
Well, you can move the
But
low
how-
block around to create the space.
That's what he was doing.
But he helped it make it ugly.
What do you mean?
Would you not agree?
What?
His performance helped him make it ugly.
No.
Oh come on! Look, this is look. whatever people say about Arsenal fans being the most delusional, Man United fans being the most whatever, Chelsea fans are the most snide. They will criticize every other player under the sun, but when it comes to their players, there's a special protection going on. Enzo Fernandez for so long was doing so bad, and when he starts to score goals and do better, all of a sudden Chelsea fans are being so loud about him. Would you not?
At that time, we were one of the top teams in the league. Yeah, but we were like second in the league.
Yeah,
that's
but
what happens.
That's not my point, though, man. I'm talking about the player. I'm not talking about your team in general. I'm talking about the player.
Yeah, but you're allowed to back your players, and they were playing on form really well.
I'm not saying that, man. I don't understand whether you're not understanding my point, or you're trying to ignore it.
It's a disgrace.
Do you understand what I'm saying, or you're just trying to ignore it?
What?
Enzo Fernandez for about a year was terrible.
No, I agree with that.
My point being, when he started to pick up form, Chelsea fans are saying, "Oh my God, this guy's brilliant." And
because that's on form.
No, but
let me land first. Wait, let me land my point before you finish, okay? All right, cool. He was on form. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying they didn't acknowledge that year before.
Exactly. Yeah. They're just
no,
isolating.
you know that's right. Come on, Enzo Fernandez is probably the most most protected player in the league. Argue against me. He was the most protected player in the league.
He gets a lot of flack.
Now he does because
he was getting flat last year.
Oh my God! I'm talking about Chelsea fans, man. I'm not talking about the league.
Oh, within our fan base, he has haters. There are people that do not like him. When Gallagher got sold, people were constantly going at him, saying, what's the special treatment about Enzo?" It happened. You maybe didn't see it, but it was there.
Arsenal fans mean the most to do whatever, but Chelsea fans, they protect their players the most. Because the fact that you're saying Palmer had a good game is enough for me. Really, that's enough. You can laugh. No, you can laugh.
It's not how it works. It's not. You can't for 90 minutes. You don't need to be world class. You don't need to be on the ball for 90 minutes. Whatever.
I agree.
And I said good. I didn't say he was amazing. I just said good.
He did.
What led to the free?
Good, man.
What was good about his performance?
Please.
Wait. What was good about his performance?
No, in a game where West Ham were tactically beating us, we were literally struggling. He was the one that when he got onto the ball, and I will say he wasn't on it constantly, so he wasn't great, he wasn't amazing. But when he got the ball, in the moments that he was busy with the ball, he did well. He was the one creating chances.
God. Most of the time he had the ball, he was passing sideways and backwards. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, but the thing is, but the issue is that he was Chelsea, in that game, Chelsea's most creative player. Well, everyone that's on the Chelsea...
No, that was Neto.
There is no player...
That was Neto.
There is no player that has created more chances in the league than Cole Palmer. Go check that.
Wow, okay, brilliant, okay.
You know, Bruno Fernandes had that record.
No. Okay, cool. That's a good point. All right, cool. That's brilliant. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in teams like these, this is where your chance creation matters the most.
Yeah, and he did create chances.
How many? Which chances?
He literally had a couple of shots. You said you mentioned the cross in the back.
Also, Bukayo Saka has the most, by the way.
Okay, but he's up there in numbers. That's not.
Yeah, but Bukayo Saka's been injured for 2 months and he's got a bigger chance to create.
And what we want to say about Saka, double man press. We say Palmer has been struggling against Liverpool and the big games against City. I saw him in that.
Check Palmer, who's been fouled the most in the league. Check who's been fouled the most in the league.
I saw him in that West Ham game as well. I'll use it as the most recent case study. I saw him popping up on the right, the left, and in the middle, and no one was following him. And most of the time, he was going sideways or backwards. Tell me I'm wrong.
In those games, he has to drop deeper. Yes.
But why?
Because if he goes into the middle, it's congested.
Okay, cool. But a player of his quality and the way you guys are propping him up to be, when the West Hams and the Fulhams and the Wolves, these are where he shines the brightest, statistically speaking as well. Surely you expect more of him.
I do.
But you're saying he had a good game. But I said,
so good. Good does not mean world class. Does not mean amazing.
He wasn't good though, man.
Alright, okay.
Okay, you can say that. We all have eyes. We all have eyes.
By numbers, if we go by numbers here, in that game, he had 3 chances created.
That's decent, that's fine.
I have eyes. That's all I need to say.
What do you say?
I have eyes.
Yes, he had 7 total shots.
Free kick.
I don't know if that counts. That probably counts as a shot. But yeah, 3 chances created, 7 shots. I mean, before we wrap up on Chelsea, okay?
No deflected goals to make him good.
There's a bit in the transfer, you've been busy, especially in the deadline day. You guys loaned out a lot of players.
The fact that they loaned Felix is a big indicator.
So, I mean, we'll list a few that you guys listed and loaned out.
That they made a mistake buying him.
So, João Felix, of course, to AC Milan on loan. Renato Vega on loan.
What's that noise?
Ben Chilwell on loan. Disasi on loan. And Akani Chukwuemeka also on loan.
What is that noise?
Sure. Now, you also saw Caicedo. So, what are your thoughts on you loaning out all these players in the general?
Well, the fact that the midfield is... Caicedo's been playing all season long. There's worries about injuries with him. And then you're selling more midfielders. I know we brought one player in, but again, he has like 10 professional starts in football. There's clear panic or the errors going on with the direction because I don't understand it. I don't know why Felix is getting loaned when you bought him in the summer. You know, why did you buy him if he's been loaned? I know. He doesn't even get the chance to play.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking he wants to leave.
Yeah, he was at the San Siro for the Milan derby before it was even announced.
That decision makes sense to me, to be honest.
No, but why was he brought in then?
But I'm saying
That's a good
And why
question.
did he decide to say yes to Chelsea?
The other one, Sammy, what's his name? You know the one I went to.
Amodion.
yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Amodion.
Because you couldn't get him, and you want to balance the books of Atletico Madrid.
maybe.
And with Conor Gallagher, you went and got João Felix instead.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
But there
That's
is a
what it
player
was.
there though. That's my problem.
But
with
you
it.
prioritise Jay. That's
Yes,
there
there
for
is.
him.
I mean,
Is there-
he's been.
is there-
I mean,
Nah, he's not.
if
I
you
think
think
he's a
about
failed
it-
talent. He's a
João
failed
Felix,
talent.
I think, has a case to be the most like
Overhyped.
fugazi player in world
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Maybe you can put Frankie there as well.
Don't buy from Benfica. Forwards, not defenders.
Like
Diaz as
he's
well.
how old is he now? 25, 26.
Yeah, he's old.
His
now,
age
yeah.
mates have left him in the dust.
Yep.
He was the next Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
It was him versus Mbappe.
Yep.
It was him versus Foden.
Of course,
Remember,
Well,
he's had
I
in
mean-
2020. Remember?
I mean, do you
yeah.
remember he went for
And
one of the biggest
He went
fees
for
in a long
100 million to
time.
Atletico.
I was one of
That's
his
crazy.
biggest fans. That's why I'm criticizing more. Not because I hate him, but I knew what he
But
could have
isn't
been.
this not bad recruiting from Chelsea, considering you had him on loan for 6
No,
months?
that's exactly
you
my
saw
point.
him how
That's
bad
my
he was,
point.
like,
Okay.
and then you went back and got him just to balance the books. with
I think there's a
Atletico.
cult of Felix and Chelsea fans.
There must.
I don't know what he's done in the loan spell to justify him coming back.
I think
I'm
he's
not
got
saying
2
he was bad on
goals.
loan. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I didn't see anything that was justifiable for him to come back on a permanent deal, at least. Maybe back on sure. Permanent deal?
Also, that summer guy's doing well for Porto.
Yeah, that's a move.
Yeah. So maybe you should have got him instead.
I mean, look, is there anything else you want to say on Chelsea in general?
Make mention on Tosin. Another good performance. I mean,
Cole?
the goal defending
What
on the
about Cole?
block. Yeah, no, he's used. That's another player that's getting turned on. He got a lot of protect. I feel like he's been protected a lot at this club because of the
New
potential
player.
of what he could become, because of what he was at Brighton. But I don't know. I'm still very dodgy on. I feel very dodgy about him because I always mention this goal because that is the kind of goal that he gets away with. That he'll be a problem, but because he didn't make the initial mistake, he gets away with it. The goal against Ipswich, Disasi, he makes the back pass. It's a poor pass, but there's 3 defenders around him. Cole's the one that's just ball watching. He's watching Omari Hutchinson shoot and he goes in. The goal on from Kukure's slip. Solanke is the one that gets ahead of Colwell for the near post finish. He beats Colwell and nothing said about him there. Colwell gives away the penalties against Liverpool, and now in a game like the West Ham game, Colwell gives away the ball. But now people are turning on him because he was the main problem in that goal. So you're right in that sort of sense about protection. Like, unless it's a big problem that they're the one that makes the key error, that's when they get the flag.
I think it's because of it's now back-to-back games that he's made an error. So the errors that he's making.
I don't
are
get the
being magnified.
justification. I don't understand why. Because of what the potential is, he gets away with a lot of things.
It's because
His
you want him to
IQ
be
for a
feature.
defender, his IQ for a centre back is just not good enough, and that's what I'm worried about with coaching. Will he develop in terms of intelligence as a centre back?
I mean, that's wrapping up.
Well, maybe you should
on
stop
Chelsea.
buying forwards and buy some centre backs.
All right.
And
It's
a
true though,
goalkeeper.
because like you bought so many young like
And a striker?
offensive players.
Oh,
but-
and yeah, potentially a striker.
and you've not really looked at the defense, mainly like your 2 centre back. Like, is
Directors.
Disasi gone to Aston Villa? Has he gone?
Did they get done? Disasi.
Yeah, he's done.
So yeah,
He's
Disasi's
done.
gone. Who do you have left? You have Tosin. You have
Chalobah,
Colwell.
Tosin,
You
Colwell.
brought back Chalobah
Is that it?
because you needed to bring back Chalobah.
Is that it? Is it only 3?
There's an Argentine centre back, so I don't know if he's going to
You
get
need,
easy.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
you need to go sign some like established. You know, you had Thiago Silva being the leader of
Yeah.
the defense.
I
You need
missed
someone
that. I
to-
want to. That's
someone
another
to
thing. We
replace
don't
that.
have a single player above
Yeah.
the age of 30 apart from our third choice keeper.
Yeah.
That's
There is
the
no
policy,
balance.
though.
There's no
No,
balance.
you haven't featured anyone over 30.
No, but that's their policy now. They don't want to
That's
do
true.
that.
That's
That
ridiculous.
is your club now.
Experience is what you need that in football. You need that balance between the older players and the younger players.
All right.
Like Bernardo Silva, and of course the flag that he got, but against Chelsea, he was the one that helped Kusanov in that game. We don't have that kind of support, that balance in the team. It's just youngsters
But can
competing
you
with
find
each
that,
other.
though? Is there anyone in the market that can?
No,
be
with
that
this
player?
policy, they don't want to sign anyone
No,
above
but
that
even
age.
that, you could sign a mid-20 player that has.
Yeah, they're great suggestions, but I'm talking about the directors here. Are they even going to look that way? That's why it feels so impossible at this club right
I've
now.
got someone very.
You see that Todd Bowles
I know
reselling
someone that
tickets?
Chelsea can get that will fit their system. I think.
Oh god.
Who?
No. Well, look, I'm being
Yeah,
serious.
Oh,
He's won multiple league titles. He scored over 200 goals. Established international player as well
is he
in
gonna
his
say what I
prime.
think he is?
Raheem Sterling. You can take him back now. Take him back now.
I was going to say Sergio Ramos.
Let's move on.
Take him back now,
let's
please.
move on.
Take it back. Yeah, and just moving on, I think from the Chelsea game, we'll go to the home of Bournemouth. You know, a very tough place to go, but Liverpool didn't find any problems. Liverpool 2 against Bournemouth, 2-0 away. Another impressive result. They keep winning.
They do keep winning. I mean, this is supposed to be their game that everyone, I mean, even Avid was thinking they're going to drop points on, you know. But they didn't drop points. They pretty solid win.
This is why they'll win the league. Because even when they're under the cosh, they produce results. That's the difference. Salah just chips it in for 2-0. You know, when you think they're about to concede. That's what makes them a title winner.
And wait, are we saying it was a penalty?
I'm not even going to talk about it.
I honestly can't tell. I don't even know.
I think he clipped him. I think Cook has clipped Gakpo. He saw Gakpo's running through on goal.
Wait, was that the one that apparently people said that Gakpo tripped himself up in the
it's that one. Yeah.
But there's an angle before that.
You can see that Cook has tripped.
Cook does trip Gakpo. He trips Gakpo on to make Gakpo kick himself. That's what happens.
If there's content, then there's a penalty. Oh, actually, no, I remember. No idea.
I think it's a penalty.
Yeah.
I don't know Pogba got that penalty.
I mean, I didn't see. I mean, I don't remember seeing a clear angle in there. I can't remember.
There wasn't that.
The game is gone.
What?
The game is.
If
that's a penalty, the game is gone.
It's hard to notice it on camera though. I think in real time.
I swear the only angle I saw was one where it looked like it tripped us off, so I can't even say.
There's one from behind where he hits his leg.
Listen, Pogba got a penalty for that.
No, but on slow mo it looks like nothing. But you got to remember they're running at full speed and whatever. It's hard to.
Yeah.
But I mean, even
it was like the Arsenal against Man United last season.
Which one?
Kai Havertz when he got into the box.
Which one? The FA Cup game.
No, in the Premier League last season when we beat you 3-1. Remember the third game of the season, man, when Havertz missed.
Garnacho offside goal.
I know that game, but when was the? I don't know.
When it was a penalty on the field and they went to VAR and they said no.
But was there contact beforehand?
It was exactly like that one.
I don't remember it.
If that's a penalty, I'm sorry. Like
I think it's like, but I don't know. I mean, it must have been enough to make him trip himself over and fall. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if he's moved his foot onto his other foot, then that is a foul.
The thing is, look, the amount of credit we gave to Bournemouth's attack and whatever. I mean, Liverpool nullified it in that game. They nullified.
They got close. Semenyo, Tavernier both at the post.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that was the open net.
Yeah.
If that's against Arsenal, it's a green shot finesse time.
Against Chelsea, Semenyo's put it top corner.
You can call me crazy, but man, the amount of it's not me being like what's the word, sour. Liverpool deserve to be where they are.
But you need luck though.
But even remember against Last City, these chances against Man City, and they just don't go in.
You need luck.
I know, but I'm just saying these chances they don't go in against City, Liverpool, and then us we get like 0.3 xg against us, and we just concede.
Yeah, but you need luck though. So, like if you're in that position, you'd be like, yeah, okay.
I just find it crazy how like
maybe one day
how you miss from there.
Maybe one day.
That was a crazy.
And then against Arsenal, they'll just go in.
I mean, look, and again, Liverpool's defense. I mean, do we have to even speak any words? I mean,
yes, we do. Yes, we do. Virgil van Dijk.
Yep, I was gonna say that.
Dirty little crook.
I can't remember.
Oh, the elbow.
The
elbow.
In my opinion, Virgil van Dijk is Virgil van Dijk is the best defender I've ever seen.
But he gets away with a lot.
And
he gets
the amount of dirty elbows and tackle, and it's like they're scared to send him off.
I think that's true. I believe that.
Every time I watch Liverpool, it's like he kicks out a player or he elbows a player. Why did he get away with it?
Remember in the World Cup, and of course that situation was dodgy with Paredes. But he's just allowed to just push a guy like that.
Against Arsenal, remember when he kicked Havertz and he pushed him this season? How is that not?
He's just allowed to do things that others can't.
How is that not foul?
He's just allowed to do.
The referee's scared of him mainly because of his stature.
I actually believe it. I genuinely believe.
No, they are.
I truly believe it.
They are.
How's that a foul?
No, I actually think they are.
They are.
I believe that.
I think I couldn't name you a more consistent fouler in the league, maybe other than Joe Linton.
Oh, Guimaraes.
Bruno and Joe Linton and Van Dijk. In my eyes, they're all the same thing. They're brilliant players, but they're crooks as well, and they're allowed to beat up players.
Yep.
They're allowed to beat up players, and. Let's say Virgil van Dijk gets 5 yellow cards and he's suspended. Would that not affect their game?
100%. It would.
I just don't understand how he's allowed to get away with it.
He always gets away.
No, you're right. I mean, look, another big talk about. I mean, to be honest, the biggest talk about the game was Mohamed Salah.
That second finish is so.
Second finish. You know, that's like it was just beautiful. I knew it was coming, but it was like it was the way he did it. It was not like he was.
It's effortless.
Literally, he walked and hit that ball top bins and just left. He just turned around and started walking backwards. I mean, everyone's probably seen that video.
Thanks for the memories. Lived it, loved it.
And like, you know, you've probably seen the video of that Bournemouth fan saying he's gonna do that finesse thing.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
So casual. It was so easy to see.
You know what's coming, but it's just like you can't stop
He's
it.
at the peak of his powers.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been at the peak of the powers this season. I mean,
But this is like everyone always sees his performances drop off after Christmas after the tweet. But this season,
it's not happening this year.
He's at the peak of his power.
He's got 10 assists and goals after Christmas.
Yeah.
In about what, 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
So he's actually in better form now than he was at the start of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Where at the start of the season he's had form that we've never seen before.
Is it to do with the new contract?
Yeah, I mean,
motivation to get a better
do you think the Liverpool stupid if they don't give him another one?
100%. This is their best ever player.
Yeah, their best player they've ever had.
In the modern era for the past 30 years at least.
Ever. No, it's just ever. I think it should be ever.
I agree.
You know, in terms of trophies, innit? But as a player.
I agree
as a player, yeah. But
he is the best they've ever
because
had.
he's taken them out of irrelevancy,
Yeah,
out of a joke club, out of a sleeping giant, and now they are here. He's won Champions League, got them to 2 finals. Premier League could have had 3. They could have won. They could have won the most impressive Premier League history season in Premier League history.
Yeah.
They could have won invincible, 100 points, everything in one, and he was there at all of it.
And I mean, they played. I mean, that game he was good. That play every time he touched the ball, it looked like he was gonna do something.
He has now overtaken Frank Lampard in the all-time Premier League.
178, right?
I think he's only 6 behind Sergio Aguero. Yep. And for a right winger, I mean inside forward, but still. For his capabilities, for the time he's been in the league for, and the players that are above him who've been in the league for probably nearly as long or longer than him. I mean, it's just
he's been a consistent performer though.
He's been a consistent performer, of course he has. Of course, remember his first season was record breaking.
Yep.
He's nearly put on the same type of probably better form now.
Surely he's breaking that assist record.
What?
This 20 assists.
How much is he on now? 13 or 14?
I can check.
There's no way he doesn't break
him. Still on 13. Is he?
He in this season is 13 and 21 and 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
But this always happens. Remember Ozil?
25-17.
Ozil in 15-16 was 2 assists.
Wait, he's already overtaken his best stats last season in under 11 games.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's 21 goals and 13 assists in the league.
His best ever is 46 goal contributions.
And look, I mean, of course they finished the Champions League.
58 is his best ever in a season. Ever.
I mean, they finished top of the Champions League, and I think they got easy sell matchup.
Did they?
So I think they did an easy sell for the Champions League round of 16.
I told you.
So it didn't work how you thought it started.
No, but it's still a draw. But you still will come up against Real Madrid or Bayern Munich.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
but
that's still right. But we come up against Tottenham in our run, so that's great.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure we do.
Liverpool have I think they have a good setup against the round of 16 opponents, so they could have a quick route.
Well, who's their options?
I can check the
Liverpool's
options.
options.
Do you have the picture?
Yeah, I do. I'll show you.
I can check quickly anyway.
I think their run is easy.
I mean, look how
they
good
could do the quad, by the way.
The quad?
Yeah.
I mean,
so round of 16 would be this.
No, oh no. So their options are
Barcelona.
That's a tough game.
No, they can't play Barcelona.
No, Barcelona, isn't it?
No, but they can't play
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
They can't play. They've qualified.
They're next to them.
Barcelona
they play.
Barcelona finished second.
Wait, chill. They play PSG or Stade de Brest, I think. Oh no, they play. Their options are PSG, Stade de Brest, Monaco, and Benfica. That's their 4 teams they can play.
Oh wow!
So they have a very easy choice.
They're pummeling everyone there.
Exactly.
So we could see them win the quad this year.
And after that, they
let's tell them do something.
Oh, they're on the easy. They're on the easy
side.
They're on their side to the semi-final. I'm saying they have like the best team probably there is like what? I mean, other than Barcelona, like maybe like Atlanta and Dortmund. That's their only teams. All the other teams like Atletico, Leverkusen, Bayern Munich are all on our side.
Didn't they already play Atlanta and beat them?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
So they're on the easy side. So they do have a good run to the semi-final.
I mean, this is what happens when you finish first, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, Gravenberch had a good game. I mean, Liverpool are just doing their thing. So do you think they can really see this quadruple or see this league out? Of course, you don't believe. I mean, you do believe that they're best.
I expect them to win now.
You expect them, yes.
They just need 12 wins now out of the remaining games to win the Premier League.
They've done it.
The games that they should struggle against, they haven't. They've been brilliant. They've been working what they have. Arne Slot's come in and just put his chain on I'm
Is this
here.
the best first season we've seen from a manager for a while?
No, you're
Ancelotti.
Jose Mourinho.
And Ancelotti as
Oh,
well.
yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Jose
actually,
Mourinho one, I think, is a bit
player.
more impressive.
Oh, 4 or 5.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. that's
I
true,
think it's
that's
more
true.
impressive. But
Because I mean, look, because I find it more impressive that we were saying that last year under Jurgen Klopp that they were that their team was
It's gonna need.
done.
They're
It's
gonna
need
decline
upgrades.
for a bit. Yeah.
But they
he was called a dinosaur.
exactly, and of course they only signed Chiesa.
You're gonna saw us Rex.
But see, but this is what I like really like respect Arteta for what he's done is that he's playing players in their like correct positions and utilizing their strength to their max ability. And I feel like Jurgen Klopp in the last year wasn't really doing that, especially with, like example like Gakpo and stuff, or Gravenberch if you want to say that's the key one, right? That he wasn't utilizing their max ability, their max capabilities. And now, of course, Arteta has come in, put them in where they need to be, and look at their team. I mean, last year we were saying they're a fallen off team, they need players. This year they only signed Chiesa, who barely played, and they're smashing everybody. So, I mean, it's a big game, and it's a big result for Liverpool. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, they're front runners. They've been front runners. They should win the Premier League. I expect them to win the Premier League. Do I think we can catch them? Yes. Is that me being delusional? No, but I expect them to win now.
Yeah, is their title to lose now? Is their title to lose? That's how you'd want to put it.
I think now, now I'm saying they should win it.
I mean, yeah, that's basically all the
Predictions
games.
for the
Yeah, we predicted
Carabao
some of
Cup
the
games.
Oh yeah, the Carabao Cup. I mean, there's not really much games in the weekend.
Arsenal Newcastle
It's the FA Cup
tonight.
weekend.
Arsenal Newcastle tonight. Do I see?
St James's Park.
That's a tough place to
But
go.
this is the thing, though. A month ago, we thought, Newcastle, they're gonna not let them get back in the game.
You're
But
right.
a month has gone by. Arsenal look like they're on the ascendancy. And
But they've
Newcastle
had
are
that
on the
before, and then
down.
St James's Park.
I
and it
think
just
we'll
hasn't
win,
worked.
but I don't think
You
we'll
don't
go
need
through.
to. The thing is, though, you just need to score 2 goals.
I think we'll win, but we won't go through.
What does that
So
mean?
like a
Maybe
2-1
we win like
2-1
2-1
win.
or 1-0.
Yeah, you want to
I
win
don't
one.
Oh,
think
as
we'll
in
go
you
through.
win the tie, but
Yeah,
not
I don't
the
think we'll go
overall.
through.
Okay. No, but 2 goals, take it to penalties. and
I
then
hope we
you're lucky,
do.
isn't it?
I hope we do win.
So go on. What's the prediction then?
If you
This is your
score
shot.
early in it, it's gonna be very,
This is
very.
an average
Uh,
shot. This is an average shot.
Has he got one right yet?
Back your team.
2-1.
Oh, I
You
mean,
scored
actually,
5.
actually, before we
No,
start the
forget, go
predictions,
for them. 2-0.
before we
come
start
on.
the predictions, let's talk about last week's predictions.
Alright. Back to your team.
So,
Sabina,
the results of-
set pieces
Hey,
again.
wait. All right.
He's spamming everything at me. Give me a
Because
break.
every time they got a set piece, he started celebrating. He's like, goal!
All right. Look. All right. Let's go to the prediction last.
Even when they were drawing, he said, give me a set piece, we'll win the game.
All right. Okay. Give it. Chill,
No, I'm
all right,
just saying.
Chill. All right.
Back your team.
Now, of course, me and Avid got 1 point because we both predicted the. What did I predict? I think I got the Chelsea West Ham, like the whoever won, right? So we got 1 point for that. Avid,
You and Abdul.
no, as in I got 1 point for that, just 1 point, and you got 1 point as well for.
Is that your overall points?
Yeah.
You got 1 point.
I only got 1 point.
Yeah, because you only got the Arsenal one right.
What did I get wrong?
Everything else.
But come on, guys.
Both of us.
But come on, the Bournemouth one was copium. Come on.
Oh my god.
Give me some copium.
No.
I got it wrong. Most people got that one wrong. Not if it's got it with Abdul. Because
Yes.
so Abdul's got 2 points for that game
Yes.
because Abdul said that Arsenal would win and he said that Liverpool would win against Bournemouth. So
What did I say then? Surely I said both. of them.
Dean got 4 points
Okay.
because he said
Yeah.
Arsenal was going to win, so that's 1 point. Everyone said that United was going to win against Palace, but we all get 0 for that.
Should have went the other way.
Back your teammate.
Nah,
Dean
forget
got
that.
and he
Never
got perfect.
again.
He got perfect answer for Chelsea West Ham with 2-1 to Chelsea.
What did I say for that game?
What is that? 3 points or?
He said 1-1.
Is that 3 points?
Oh
or
my
perfect
god, I should
Yeah,
have. I
perfect
backed you as
score.
well
Oh,
to
wow.
2-1.
So and then everyone got everyone except for
Wait,
Abdul got
but
Liverpool.
so Liverpool Bournemouth, I didn't say they'd
So
win.
what did I
No,
say
you
for
said
Liverpool
draw.
Bournemouth?
You said
Oh.
2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, I see.
You said 1-1. Avid said 3-1 Bournemouth, and I said 2-2.
Okay. 3-1.
And of course,
Copium,
and
man.
Oh my
Brentford
God.
Tottenham as well.
Oh, we all got wrong, yeah, fair.
This
This
is, I need to have some happiness in my life, man.
So yeah, I mean Dean
3-1.
wins that this game week. This game's week of predictions. So it's
I've never
1-1,
lost, but I'm never
0-0.
first.
So yeah, I mean that's it for 1 point each. Now if we go to this week's games, we'll go.
Do we count? It's FA Cup weekend, so
I mean, we'll find a big game in the FA Cup weekend. But first we go for Arsenal Newcastle.
go on, Abid. Back your team.
I am
Go
2-1 Arsenal.
They're still going out.
So
with
you're
that
going
result.
out. Okay.
1-1.
Maybe.
I'll
Oh.
say it 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah. Arsenal have a good game, but will they win? Don't know.
Oh, what happens if it's 2-0 but goes to penalties? Do we say the overall winner?
Yeah, you can say every winner.
Okay. Oh, is it me?
Yes.
3-1 Arsenal.
Who wins the penalties then?
You're not going. You're going penalties.
Yeah.
You win.
Okay.
I think
I think you learned your lessons.
We're good at penalties. That's the thing.
I
Man.
think Newcastle will park it up.
They will park it up.
I think it'll be 1-0 Arsenal.
I think if you get
Yeah,
early
go
goal in it, yeah, you're gonna start raining goals down on them.
Nah, and they'll park it up. They only have because they can park it up. They can score 1 from something,
And
whatever,
they're thugs as well.
and they'll still
Nah.
park it up.
No, I
They
think,
care more about
I
this
think,
game than Arsenal do.
With
Yeah.
the positivity that you've had, I think you'll take it into this game.
I
man.
hope so.
And that's 1-0.
What's your-
1-0 Arsenal. 1-0 Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
All right, and the next game is Liverpool Tottenham. I think it's tomorrow. Liverpool Tottenham. Of course, Tottenham 1-0 up in this fixture.
Liverpool are gonna win.
Liverpool will win.
You don't know. They just got a result.
Wait, where
at
is the
G10.
game?
Anfield.
No, but that's
Oh,
going
yeah,
to be
yeah,
a full sense of hope.
3-1 Liverpool.
Same. 3-1 Liverpool.
4-0 Liverpool.
What the heck?
They're getting
Where you
smashed,
going for?
man.
You don't think that?
You know, Draxler's out with an ACL
Yeah,
and
no,
they don't have any
that's
centre
crazy.
backs.
They're
No, they
4-0.
signed Danzo.
Oh, they got Kevin
He's needy,
Danso.
but still.
4-0.
So they need somebody.
Yeah.
You know, they should have
Yeah,
someone
okay.
as
You
centre
might as well have a hologram at that
Where's
point.
your one? Oh, where does he play?
No,
Who,
no.
Danzo?
No,
A
hologram.
hologram.
Okay,
Nowhere, mate. He's
no.
invisible.
Oh, no way, like Holland.
Oh.
I'm saying no.
Okay.
I think they'll
Nil.
I don't know how, but
The
okay.
park up time.
Anfield.
Park up time.
You think Tottenham going through? Crazy.
I want Tottenham to go through.
You're crazy.
Alright,
You're such a hater.
Do we go?
Stop using hate, innit? I'm motivated. He wanted copium. Is that your copium?
It's the same thing.
No, that's
You say what other
hopium.
people
No.
now.
The copium and hopium. Two different things.
Yeah.
All right. Carabao Cup. Is there any big games in the Carabao Cup? There's basically none.
You mean FA Cup?
Oh yeah, FA Cup. What am I saying? Carabao Cup.
There's Chelsea Brighton if you care for that.
Yeah, we could do Chelsea brand. There's not many games, so we have to do something.
It's at the
There are
Amex.
no fixtures.
Chelsea Brighton had
There are no fixtures.
There's no fixtures.
Do we do Chelsea? We
No,
at
actually-
least 3 games or 4 games.
Okay.
We'll do our
what
teams.
Arsenal,
We'll do our
Newcastle-
teams,
Arsenal,
man.
Newcastle,
That's
Liverpool, Spurs, and one more.
Chelsea and then one
Chelsea
more.
Brighton. That's literally the only big FA Cup
Okay,
game.
sure. Is it at Stamford Bridge?
Amex. At the Amex.
Oh, actually, Aston Villa Tottenham, if you count that.
Yeah, that's a big game.
We'll do those two. We'll do those two. Chelsea Brighton and Aston Villa Tottenham.
2-1 Brighton.
I went to it, Brian.
I also feel a loss for Chelsea. I'd say.
Back your team, man.
Back your team. Back your team.
3-1 Chelsea.
I've been in back your team, bro.
I back my team.
3-1
Yeah, for the
Chelsea.
game, not the overall.
It goes
It's on
to
a
pens,
technical-
right? There's no replays.
There's no
There's no
replays,
proof.
3-1 Chelsea.
Oh, it's no
my opinion.
replay. Oh, yeah, no replay.
3-1.
I think we're gonna have a trash game, but maybe go through on pens.
So
1-1 draw.
All right, and then we'll do Aston Villa Tottenham
Is
too.
that
for
the
that
FA Cup
scores.
as well?
Yep. At the Villa Park.
This is where they're gonna play a bunch of players, Asensio, Rashford, and all of that.
2-1.
Tottenham will
2-1 Villa.
I
2-1
think 3-0 Villa.
Do you know what, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll win the Liverpool one, lose the Villa one, or they win. Or
Yeah.
they lose the
Oh, yeah,
Liverpool
true.
one, win the Villa
Actually,
one.
yeah,
So whichever you want to go.
2-1 Tottenham.
But now you said
I'm gonna go for a loss either way, whichever way they go.
I think.
And that shit will score the goals.
Russia.
That shit will score the goals.
Actually, 1-0 Villa. I changed my mind.
2-1 Liverpool.
Oh,
2-1 Liverpool. Sorry, 2-1 Villa.
I'll say. Yeah, I'm probably say Villa as well. I think it'll be 3-2. 3-2 Villa.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, we've done all our predictions. That's episode 10 wrapped up. We're one sub away from a big milestone. We're going to do something special. That is that we're going to be here next week at the same time. Same time. We don't have the facilities. But thanks for the support, the comments, the likes. Share it with everyone. Anyone, Dean, you have any parting comments?
Thank you for anyone watching. You know, get us to 70 subs. That'd be nice. Some people, get unlucky with their results. And
some people are delusional about the performances.
Oh, yeah, you can go on.
Who's
Have
he
any
looking
parting comments?
Just end the season now, Robbie. End the season now.
Yusuf?
Please like.
Who put the ball in the city net? Who put the ball in the city net? Who put the ball in the city net? Half up. Team did.
Okay.
Who put the ball in the city
That's
net?
a good
Who
shot.
put the ball in
That's a
the
good
city
shot.
net? Who put the ball in the city net? Half up. FA team did.
Let's call it there. Let's call it there.